What's going on, guys? What is going on, dear people? I hope you can hear me. Let's just do a quick audio check and see if the audio is working all right. It's the first time I'm streaming on this channel, so I hope you can forgive me if it takes a few minutes to just get everything set up before we jump right into the game. We'll be having a lot of fun tonight, but I just need to make sure that that everything is set in place and everything is working correctly. All right. Does it look that bad at all? Is everything live? Is everything working? For the odd chance that anyone is already in the chat, if you can hear me well, or if something else is probably wrong with the visuals or the audio, make sure to tell me in the chat. I wanted to say comments, but of course in the chat. Otherwise, I think we'll just get going because it looks like everything's working. Everything should be fine. How are we doing on here? How is it going on this side? I think it's going all right. Okay. Amazing. So, what we'll be doing today, let me just quickly introduce myself. I'm Dino. I've already streamed on a different channel on YouTube, but not on this one. On this channel, if you're watching on YouTube, since I'm restreaming this, I'm streaming from my YGO channel. Let me just quickly make myself a bit larger here. And I've done a few videos, like challenge runs, video essay stuff, and I just wanted to do some live gameplay also because I think that's a lot of fun. And what better game to kick things off with than my favorite spin-off title in the whole franchise, which is YGO Capsule Monster Coliseum. And I pronounced YGO very, very weirdly right now. I'm gonna clip that and put it in a highlight reel. I'll just start up the game. Let's see if we can get that audio going as well as the visuals. How is it looking? Okay, wow, there we go, there we go. So, I hope you guys can hear and see everything. If something's not working right, again, make sure to tell me. Just hit me up in the chat with whatever's might be going wrong. So, also if some of the audio is too loud or too quiet, or something is, probably not like mixed up pretty well, then make sure to tell me that as well. Why are we hearing this music in double speed? Some of you might be guessing, and the reason is pretty easy. I'm playing this on an emulator. This is a PS2 game, so it's old as hell, but thanks to modern emulation technology, we can increase the resolution. That's why it still looks quite crispy on here. However, what we cannot easily fix is that this game runs slow as hell. Like, it takes ages, really ages, and the only way to combat this really is that we use the boosting or fast forward option of the emulator, playing this game at double speed, but of course that will also cause the audio to run at double speed, so it's not exactly the best predicament to have the best experience. Sadly enough, or luckily enough, the music in this game is incredible. It's really beautifully composed and just insanely high quality. There's tons of variety in there, and it's a shame we won't be able to listen to it the way you're supposed to in regular speed, but I think this is a sacrifice that we can make. I think it is a necessary sacrifice, so yeah, if someone's already tuned in, how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. It's Thursday evening where I live, and I'm just gonna have a bit of a chill evening. Gonna play a little bit of Capsule Monster Coliseum, maybe something else, maybe like some Forbidden Memories mods we can check out later. It's all gonna depend on how this is going to go, and also how the mood is gonna develop throughout the next few hours. All right, so let me quickly elaborate what we're aiming to do here in this challenge run, because some of you guys might have been lured in by the title or the thumbnail. I put Gate Guardian in the thumbnail for a reason, and the reason is the following. I beat this game in one challenge run using only Karibos. You can find this on the YouTube channel, and it was quite a fun ride, but it was also pretty easy, to be perfectly honest with you. I thought it was actually quite easy, and I wanted something more challenging. Then I did an Exodia challenge, followed it up, and that video is still not finished, sadly. It took way longer, was way more difficult, and I'm not going to spoil whether we made it or not, but there were a few hurdles in there that definitely made me sweat quite a lot. So whenever I finish that video and I finish editing it and put it on the channel, you'll just see for yourself. You'll see for yourselves. However, I was thinking a lot about other ideas that we can do in this game in particular, and how we can make it more challenging, since playing this game casually is rather easy once once you figure out how to do it, and how the mechanics work and how to best make use of them. So I wanted to do a run where we only use one single monster, because one of the factors that makes this game so easy is having multiple monsters, having more monsters available than your opponents in many situations. So what better way to make things harder than limit ourselves to only one capsule? And what's also interesting here is that Gate Guardian is actually in the game, and you can fuse 3 of the Gate Guardian pieces together in order to make the Gate Guardian fusion monster. Yes, okay, I think that was quite a bit of an explanation. I'll just load into the game and we can start from there. So why did I have a save file already prepared? The reason for that is, as I said, we need to fuse Gate Guardian from 3 pieces that are not very easy to acquire. I'll just show you right here. Gate Guardian level 1, 0 XP, so completely fresh piece. And you cannot get this in your first run of the game. One of the pieces, which is the top piece, the Sanga of the Thunder, you can only get once you finish the game, and it's luck-based. Like, it's an RNG drop that you can get once you beat the game. So what we did here, full transparency, is I downloaded a save file that had, like, all monsters available already. I took the 3 pieces from Gate Guardian and I just fused them together. So we can start with one fresh monster that has 0 XP, is level 1, so we can make this challenge as close to the other challenges as possible. Yeah, I think we're all good to go. And we can probably just start with opponent number 1. So for those of you who are already in here, I would really be interested to know, since you clicked on this stream with this thumbnail, did you play Capsule Monster Coliseum? Have you played this game before? Do you even know about it? If not, I would highly recommend you check it out. It's not a card game simulator of any kind. It has nothing to do with a regular Yu-Gi-Oh! It's somewhat of a top-down strategy, like a turn-based strategy game. It's a little bit of a mix between chess and Yu-Gi-Oh! Is what many people like to say. And it's a lot of fun. Like, it's one of my favorites for a reason, and we can also hear that there's voice acting in this game, and these are the actual original voices from the anime, like from the English dub, of course, which I find incredible. Even in the German version of this game, you can play, you can hear the original German dub voice actors from the anime, which, again, I think it's hilarious that they went through so much effort to put this level of quality into a game that a lot of people seemingly never played, so a little bit of a shame. I'm just seeing now that my camera is not exactly lined up with the border of the screen. No, it's not. Let me just quickly fix that. Let me attempt to fix this. Oh, I don't know. Is it better like this? I have no idea. I genuinely do not know. Okay, this is actually stretching out. This is not what we want. No, no, and no. I think this is exactly what I want. So I'll just increase this, and I think now we're good. Okay, so let me quickly elaborate the rules of this challenge. Basically, what we're going to do here is I have one fresh piece of Gate Guardian, and we'll try to beat the entire game only using this single piece of Gate Guardian and nothing else. You'll see that this predicament is particularly difficult in the later stages of the game because opponents are going to start playing a bit smarter. They're going to start using monsters that make a bit more sense with their elements, and I'll get to that in a second. But in order to not waste too much time anymore, let's just... Oh my god! What? Oh no! Oh my god! I did not consider this. Jeez. Oh my god, we cannot even... Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, jeez. Wow. Okay, this is absolutely hilarious and incredibly embarrassing. This is the only thing I haven't thought of. Jeez. Oh my god. Okay, so we have just run into an issue here. We have our piece of Gate Guardian, but we cannot use it in the first duel because this MP counter that you can see here somewhere on the top is a resource that limits of how strong monsters we can use in that particular duel, and apparently Joey is way too weak in order to face one single Gate Guardian, which is also embarrassing for him, but we need to deal with this. This is the only thing I did not think about. Oh my god. So what we'll do instead, we'll just use the 3 dark monsters I bought from the starting monsters, and we'll just hope that Tristan has a higher MP level value for his duel. Oh my god, let me just quickly check this. Oh my god, of all the things I could have forgotten with all the settings in the stream and setting everything up, this is the one thing that is screwing us over now. Insane. I did not expect this to happen, I can assure you that, and it seems that the wiki does not list any MP values. Maybe we can find something somewhere else. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. I mean, since the game does allow us to play more monsters as we go along, I just hope that once we pass the first, maybe the second fight, this will be an issue that sorts itself out. So let's just pretend that this is everything. Everything is going exactly how we planned, and oh my god. Oh my god, this is so ridiculous. Jesus. Jeez. Oh my god. So now I guess we have a combination of the last 2 challenges that I did for this game. Essentially what we did is I finished the game beating... I beat the game only using Kribus. Sorry for my English, I'm just a bit nervous. And then we did the Exodia challenge as well. Again, I'm not going to spoil the results of these, but we'll just use these capsules as far as we need, and then we'll instantly switch back to Gate Guardian as soon as we can, and then see how much of the game we can beat just using Gate Guardian. We could have used... Damn it. Look at this. Maybe I'll do this like in a follow-up stream at some point, and just like to prove a point. We could have used one of the 3 pieces required to fuse Gate Guardian to beat the first 1 or 2 duels, and then we could have fused them at some point in a free duel and then use it later on, you know what I mean? But it doesn't matter. We'll just stick to what we have, and I must say, maybe it's also due to the new PC I have with a much better CPU. My old PC was old as hell, but in full screen, stretched out on a 1440 monitor, this game looks actually good. Like, I have the... Jesus, the resolution is like 4 times the resolution that it would regularly be in the PS2, so it looks pretty good in full screen. I hope it also looks good on your guys' side. If any of you who are currently watching are willing to do so, maybe you can just quickly drop me something in the chat, because I'm not too sure if the chat is already working. Again, this is the first time I'm streaming with the new PC, and the last time I streamed on a different channel was like over a year ago, so I have no idea if everything's working. I hope you can hear me at least, and also the game. And again, if anything is off, like with how I mix the audio, or if something sounds weird, if my mic is too quiet, or if it's over-modulating all the time, just make sure to tell me and I'll do my best to quickly fix these things. Okay, while Joe is playing his turn, I'll just shortly try and see if I can take a look at how things are going, if everything on YouTube and Twitch side is working well, but I think it is. It's honestly looking quite good. Everything is looking fine. Alright, amazing. We need this, and I also need this. And then we can already proceed. So, how are we going to do this? Well, essentially, let me just quickly take a look at this. So essentially what we are going to do is we'll just try to bait some of Joey's monsters to come to our side. I will actually make a save state, and I will be abusing save states from the emulator for these challenges. It's a necessity in order for me to stay sane, and also to not waste hours upon hours on some of these fights, which I did anyway, even though I was using save states. So trust me, it will be necessary. And since this is not a game that's based on any like mechanical or physical precision, it's just about which moves you do, and you have all the time to think about them. I think it's a sacrifice that is worthwhile. Alrighty. Okay, let me quickly check things out again. Yeah, just want to make sure that everything's going all right. Honestly, this is one of the things that I really hate about streaming, is that it's so difficult to tell if something is going wrong. Like, I remember year when I was streaming, sometimes there was like issues with the alerts that I had set up, and they would not come, or the audio was too loud or was not there, and all these things. It was quite a pain, but you know, what can you do? We'll just proceed the way that we can and make the best of it. Okay, so one big thing in this game is also, as I just said, the more pieces you have on the board, the easier it gets, because you have more moves. You can block certain pathways and protect other pieces by doing so, by having that. So once we start with Gate Guardian only, it will probably be quite a hassle. So Joey will probably move in up to here. I don't know if the AI is going to detect that I can attack on this tile, but yeah, I think it's going to be fine, and we'll have to tank some blows anyway, so it's okay. We also can send our symbol forward, which is quite unconventional, but in a lot of these challenges, having a symbol with a lot of health points is necessary in order to protect. Like, let's say I play only with one monster, like in this challenge. Sometimes I'll have to protect it with my own symbol, just so it doesn't get destroyed. And at this is the point where I realize that, for those of you who have never played this game, you probably don't even know what I'm talking about. Just quickly take a look at the beautiful animations of every monster that's in the game here. We won't be looking at them at all anymore. Maybe Gate Guardian once, because it looks cool. But imagine every attack that happens, you have to watch that. It gets tedious very, very quickly, trust me. So, how is this game played? Essentially, you have... Oh my god. I forgot to turn it off. Classic mistake. This game is played like this. You have one of 8 elements that you choose. You can imagine it's more or less similar to the attributes in Yu-Gi-Oh! Not exactly, but I can show you right here. We have an attribute chart, and this looks... Wait. This looks very confusing, but it's really not, because if you take a close look at this, like you have 4 systems that are not connected with each other. On one side you have water, fire, wood, and wind, and on the other you have darkness, earth, thunder, and light. These are not really connected with each other, so those are 2 separate systems of rock, paper, scissors. So a dark monster attacking an earth monster will do significantly more damage, more than the regular attack and defense values would calculate because of this advantage. And at the same time, an earth monster will do much more damage to a thunder monster, and so on, you know? There's some interconnected relationships, like thunder monsters, when they step on a field that has water on it, will get an attack boost for some reason, even though it's in a different system. But aside from that, it's very straightforward. You have these rock, paper, scissors things, and you always have these parallel elements, like darkness and thunder. They have synergy, because darkness suffers from light, but thunder beats light, and so on. And because of that, the developers also seemingly decided that thunder capsules, or a thunder symbol, boosts the power of both thunder monsters and darkness monsters, and not just their own element. You have a symbol piece. This is essentially the same as any key piece in both games. Like, it's like your king in chess. When this thing is destroyed, you lose automatically, no matter what else happens. And the other way you can lose is if your monsters are destroyed. The same goes for your opponent, so you can go both ways. Attack the monsters and get rid of them, or go for the symbol and blow it away, and then you win automatically. And we will go for different strategies depending on what we do, like what our goals are in the game, and the situation at hand. And I forgot to turn it off again, jeez. Yeah, if I'm talking way too quickly, I'm really sorry. I'm just trying to get info out so that everyone is on the same page what we're doing here. I know this is a niche game. I know a lot of people have not played it really, but just want to make sure we are all on the same page. So if he moves here, I think I'll move to this spot, and maybe I'll symbol here so he doesn't move the other Reaper. So something like this.
It's time for my counterattack.
Alrighty. Now I turned it off.
Quick and slick.
So we will not give Joey the grace of watching his monsters attack. Yeah, for some weird reason, Joey is the tutorial fight here, even though he's the second best duelist in the actual card game, but for some reason he's not very good at Capsule Monsters, and he doesn't play any of his monsters. Like, there's Flame Swordsman in this game, it's a fusion, but still. There is Baby Dragon, a Time Wizard, and of course the fusion of Thousand Year Dragon. And he plays none of them. Which is quite a shame, honestly, but what can you do? He's just like Tellurian to have a familiar character from the story and just make things a little bit more exciting, I guess. regardless of any of this, we'll just get rid of him quickly and hope that Tristan allows us at least 300 MP in his fight. So if we place this creeper here, we can attack, and we'll be able to attack for gain afterwards. And we will not lose any monsters. Even though it doesn't matter, but still, we want to play this as clean as possible. We get our brain used to play along with these rules, and this will be our turn. Amazing. So, what did I not explain yet? Oh my god. Jeez. So, yeah. The stages, the maps themselves, also have a specific element value to them that can change due to field effects. We saw it before, I think, with the water level rising on this map. And we will see it on quite a few others. I don't know how far we're gonna get today, but if we can beat, like, the first 2 stages, maybe, that would be incredible. But again, I don't know how quickly I'm gonna gas out during streaming, and for some reason, I'm notoriously bad at controlling my diaphragm while I talk. That means I get a raspy voice very quickly, and I put way too much strain on my vocal folds. I already notice it, and we're like, what, 20 minutes in, which is insane, but I'll just try not to that. Then maybe we can keep things going a little bit longer. Let me just take off my vest here, because Jesus Christ, I'm like, it's getting very, very hot. Oh my god. Put this away. And Joey's down. Not by the challenge rules that I set for today, but he's down regardless, so let's just not worry about that anymore. Okay. Let me just... quick. Yeah, so just making sure that everything is going alright, and now we can hope. Let's skip some of the motivational dialogue that we will probably need in some of these fights, but yeah. Maybe let's talk about the premise of this challenge. Why Gate Guardian? Why not use one of the other stronger, beefier monsters and just use that one single capsule and try to beat the game this way? I don't know. Honestly, there's not an intricate reason for this. I've done 2 darkness-based challenges right now in this game, and I kind of yearn for a different one, and I already started one on the side that is still way into development. Maybe I'll do some of that on stream as well, but let's hope and pray. Quick save state, just to make sure that everything's good. So Gate Guardian, honestly, I've never been that much of a fan of Gate Guardian, but I just love the aesthetics of that monster. I love the whole idea behind it. I remember it from the anime way back when I was a child, and it's just a cool monster that I think back in the day was just horrible, like a horrible deck strategy. And I find it hilarious that it's in this game. Like they scrapped so many things. There's quite a few unused monsters in this game, I think 70 or something. But Gate Guardian made it, and they made it something very special, because you have to play and beat the game at least once to get it. And I don't know, something about this. Even Exodia, if you're not aware, you can get all 5 pieces of Exodia in this game. And while they not give you an auto win, you can like when you level them to a certain degree, you can fuse them into one piece Exodia, the Summoned Lord. And a little bit of a spoiler for the upcoming video, you will see some of that action in the Exodia challenge. And thank God we have 300 MP on Tristan. Thank you so much. Look at Tristan. He's not scared of our challenge. He's not scared of this beefy triple monster. And he's gonna get slaughtered for it. But, you know, he's brave, and the brave do get rewarded. Maybe not Tristan, maybe not today, not this time, but some point else I'm gonna... Yeah, so now we can get things going. First fight of this challenge. What makes this so problematic? We have one monster with not necessarily crazy movement. Like, boss monsters in this game, they're not as strong as they are expensive to use. We have a stat in this game called AP. I guess that's supposed to be an action point. And we use them to do, as you can see with Tristan here, to do things. We can summon monsters from their capsule states, we can move things, we can attack, and we can also use special abilities in some monsters later on. That usually takes a bit more AP. And boss monsters, while they usually have a little bit better stats and movement capabilities than some of the earlier counterparts, they're notorious for getting exponentially more expensive the higher the level is. So in the base game of Capsule Monster Coliseum, it's usually a bad idea to have a lot of these fusions, evolutions, or like just late game monsters that are costly and just slightly stronger. However, I'll just end my turn here, and I'll explain why in a minute, but this makes it very tricky because at the beginning of this game, which you didn't see because I did it as a preparation for the stream, when you choose your element, you can either purchase a starting kit with like a pre-distributed stats and monsters, or you can buy monsters yourself and distribute 3 stats. One is how much money you have to buy your initial lineup. The other one is how much PP, so health, your symbol has, which you can see right here, PP count. And I'll be saying this a lot more often today, so make sure you get used to that. And you have AP, which is the starting AP I have now every single duel. And I had to set it so that I make sure that Gate Guardian is movable during the first turn, because there will be fights where this will probably make or break the challenge. And every level up, Gate Guardian will get more and more expensive. So I checked before on the wiki, if I have 152 AP, I can move a level 5 Gate Guardian on the first turn. And I just went there to be safe. The downside of this is, of course, that our symbol has significantly less health than it could have, and this might screw us over later in the game, but let's just hope that it doesn't get that far. Yeah, for anyone who's joined a bit late to the party, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in, clicking on this video or the Twitch stream if you found your way there. Today we're playing some Capsule Monster Coliseum. If some of you are not familiar with this game, it's basically a chess-type board game with YGO elements, a little bit more leaning on the turn-based strategy things, and we are doing a challenge of only using 1 copy of Gate Guardian to beat the game, and we'll see how it goes. I have no idea. I think I have a few points in mind in the whole campaign that I think could screw us over big time, but they are a bit later, so let's see if we can even get to that point. Yeah, so I don't know. One thing I really love about this game, that the atmosphere is crazy. Like the challenges, the stages of the opponents, well, sometimes they don't necessarily fit all too well to the characters in terms of the lore and how you know them from like the anime or whatever. I'll just keep the piece here because if he moves in, I think I can one-shot his lizard there. The atmosphere is so like, look at the stage, this like abandoned warehouse or whatever it's called, I forgot. And listen to the music. I don't know if you hear the music loud enough, but insane. And now imagine it was like at half speed, so the way you intended to hear it. It's so good, like, oh my god. It's so good, give it a shot. But now I have to rant about something. We are 2 freaking attack points shy of one-shotting this thing. But it is okay, because there is linear movement, and or whatever the actual correct word is in English, I forgot. Like when you look at Gate Guardian here, attack, at his attack ranges, right, right there in front of my microphone. How would I show this? Oh my god, like this. Here, when you look here, he can attack 3 tiles in front of him, behind him, to his left, to his right, but not diagonally. He moves only diagonally, but as long as he has multiple ranges of like linear attack fields, there is not a single tile on the map that you could not reach, hypothetically, except like very, very weird corners or something. This thing can only move and attack diagonally, meaning that if you're on the wrong side of the grid, so if you're not diagonally aligned with it, like if I move here, this thing can neither attack my Gate Guardian nor my symbol, making it effectively completely useless. If you have one of these monsters and your opponent too, and they cannot attack each other, it can get very, very funny. Like you can get into board states that basically soft lock you out of the game. Except if you like surrender, you just give up. But in terms of winning, there's like no actual way to do it. But this will not happen today. This will not happen with Gate Guardian precisely because of this reason. Okay, so let's just move over here and let's see what Tristan is going to do. Okay, I probably could have moved a little bit better, but wait, if we move over here, I think he'll move 2 tiles on this direction, and then yeah, we can easily get an attack in on his petite mouth. The reason why I'm not approaching Tristan's monsters is that You can see some field effects on his map, and this is like a very nice tutorial on how these work. These do not just empower, like if we take a look here, you have the landform, and this is wood powered for 30 points, and these here are not, they have no landform powers. This one has thunder for 30. But what they also do, what the game only tells you once it happens, is that monsters who do not have the corresponding element of these power-ups get damaged on these maps, on these map tiles. And in this map it's quite little, it's like 15 PP or something, but on other maps it does increase quite a bit, so we just don't want to engage in any unnecessary risks. He'll move here, then he'll move here, then he'll want to attack. How about we just not let him and try to counter that preemptively? Yeah, okay, so as we can see, even though Tristan has a lot weaker monsters than us, since both of our symbols are level 1 and all of our monsters are also still level 1, they don't do that little damage. Like, this thing did like 90 damage to us. If we get 3 more blows like these, our Gate Guardian is finished. So this will get very, very problematic in the late game. But as I said, we'll get to that once it happens. Let's just quickly get rid of this guy, and then he will move 2 tiles in, he'll try to attack. Let's just do something like this. Yeah, Tristan is quite an easy fight. He's much easier than Joey, typically, because his monsters come through 2 separate paths. So you can engage one of them early, especially if you sacrifice a little bit of damage from these field tiles. Get rid of them and then clear the other 2, and it's a lot easier. Yeah, I don't know why exactly they made it like this. Especially if you play like a wood element and you have wood monsters only. Joey is such a tough opponent because his fire monsters do so much damage. They can one-shot. Like, if you start as a wood element, you'll probably pick up some of these petite moths that Tristan is playing. And Joey's Fire Reapers that you just saw in the start, they can one-shot them at level 1 just because of their high attack as fire monsters and the edge they get from the advantage of fire against wood. But yeah, everything's looking quite well. We could have just used Gate Guardian to walk over and defeat Tristan's symbol here, but I don't know, I'm just not gonna do it now. This could, like, should I do it? I don't know, oh my god. Maybe I should have thought about that before. We would get like 50 XP, I think, from destroying Tristan's symbol, and we'll only get like 20 from dealing a final blow to a monster, so we'll lose out on 30 XP. I mean, it's gonna be fine. It's not that much, honestly. Alrighty. Yeah, sorry if my voice is already giving in. I'm really, really sorry for this. And actually, now that I'm checking back in the stream, I can see that some people have already written in chat, one at least, Hrvoje Truic. Thank you so much for tuning in, and saying that the stream sound is mono for you. I hear your voice only in my right ear, game sound in stereo. This is very unfortunate. This is actually quite unfortunate, and also I don't see the chat in my chat window. Jesus. Again, this is why I really hate streaming. I also see some Twitch viewers, Akite. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. Welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, okay. My stream is off. Interesting. So let me just check back into this and see if I can do something about that. Because of course I don't want to do this if we are having issues with the outputs. Whichever way that might be. Okay, it says the stream is... It's offline. Okay, wow, this is interesting. This is interesting. I should have checked more closely at the very start. Let me try to fix this. Just give me a second right here. Why would this happen? Why would this possibly happen? Let me just see if I can fix the audio. I really don't know why it would come out mono. This is certainly not what should be happening. Okay, I'm in the right profile. I'll just take a few minutes. We'll proceed with the gameplay shortly. Just please have a little bit of patience. I just want to make sure that everyone can watch and hear as well in both of the streams. For those of you who might be only in one stream, I mean, you won't hear me if you're on Twitch, but I'm multi-streaming this on YouTube and on Twitch, so you can watch on the preferred platform that you enjoy most. Okay, so this is weird. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Oh my god, Tristan, please shut up, for the love of God. I'm trying to do something here. Why would we have mono audio? Can someone else, if someone else is in... Hantra, thank you so much for tuning in, Hantra, how are you doing? For you, the audio is normal. Okay, so maybe then, Hrvoje, maybe on your side, is there something wrong with the audio? Do you have, like, maybe, like, your phone, like, sorry, whatever audio output source you're using, maybe something is not working very well, maybe it's not plugged in entirely. Maybe you can check back on your side and tell me if you can fix it, and or whether that's something that I can do on my side. So let me just see what we can do about the Twitch issue. What can we do about Twitch? Why are we not seeing anything on Twitch? What the hell is going on? We'll get to the gist of things. We will get to the gist of things. So, while we're doing that, for those of you who've already joined in the chat and who are watching, have you ever played this game? Have you played it? How did you like it? Did you play it back in the day? Did you have a hard time with it? Or maybe are you doing, like, was it easy for you? I don't know. What were your experiences with Capsule Monster Coliseum? Or if you haven't played it, what was your motivation on clicking on this? I'd be really curious because I really love this game, but I also like to know what exactly it is that lured you into my stream of all things this evening. Okay, what is going on with Twitch? What the hell is going on? Let me just try to restart it. Like, just try and see if we can do something about that. If we can just quickly maybe fix it by doing that. I don't know. I truly hope so. Oh my god, it's still offline. What the hell? I'm seriously not sure why this is happening. Oh my god, okay. This is very unfortunate. This is what I can tell you. Yeah, so just give me a few minutes of your time, just a little bit of patience until I can fix this for good. The problem is I've never used Twitch for streaming yet, so this is the very first time I'm doing this on Twitch. So I have no idea why this might be happening. I have truly no idea why. Oh my god, what the hell is wrong? Is there something that I can just do to shortly go online as if nothing happened? It would be so amazing. If we could just fix that somehow. Oh my god, why is it not? Ah. What the hell is going on? Okay. Why is the stream off? Oh my god. Stream moderation. I'll just quickly try to Google this. If I don't make it, we'll probably just resort back to doing this on YouTube only, but just give me a couple more minutes. Why would this happen? Why would this? Okay, I'll try one thing. I'll again just I'll remove the channel from the multi-stream. And then I'll add it back in, and we'll just hope that this will be enough. I'll even close Twitch before, so we can make everything well, nice and dandy. So, Hrvoy, if you're still with us, can you hear me better now? Is the audio... Were you able to do something about the audio? Did it improve by itself? Tell me how you're doing on the audio. And also, since you played the game before, tell me what are your experiences with this game? Why do you love it in particular? And maybe also something like, what element did you choose back when you played it? Because I've tried quite a few of them, and I can definitely say that some are less fun than others, for sure. Okay, we'll just copy this from here over here. Okay. I'll be so glad when this troubleshooting of the initial streaming phase is over. Okay, I put Twitch back in, and I'm turning it on, and we will see in a second if things improve. Flawless Norm commented streamboot.com remove the stream boot. That's a different tool for Restream Lite. I'm not gonna set up a different streaming tool now. That's just not gonna happen. Because that will take too much time, and I don't want to waste all that much time right now trying to do this. Let's see how we are faring now on Twitch. We might still be offline. Okay, screw it, I'll just write a quick message and we're going to proceed with the game. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jesus. Oh my god, I hate this. A lot more went wrong than I had anticipated. Which is funny because I had already anticipated that quite a few things would be going wrong. But now here it says that I'm live. Why does it say that if the stream offline? Okay, I just popped in a message. I will take a look at this later. For those of you who wanted to watch on Twitch, and for those of you who are not going to hear this, and maybe sent from the message I just popped into Twitch now. Yeah, I have no idea what it is. I'm really sorry for this, but I'll make sure to fix it for the next time, and we'll have a proper multi-stream going. Of course, it was not possible for this to work the first time, for whatever reason, but that is completely okay. That is really and truly okay. Let me just increase the zoom on this. Okay, nice. Alrighty, so sorry for these interferences, sorry for the issues. We're just gonna proceed with the game. Okay, let me just get back, back into the chats. Sound is still the same. You switch your speakers. I hope on the speakers it will gonna sound a little bit better. You played the hell out of this as a kid, mainly Dark and Wind Symbols. I can definitely feel that I played way too many runs as Darkness. Because, of course, you're playing Yami. What else are you gonna pick, right? It's, and a lot of crazy good monsters are in Dark. Like, you have also good fusions, you have evolutions. Dark Magician can evolve, you have Exodia, you have Gate Guardian. I also think Gaia, the Flying Knight, or whatever that piece is called, I forgot. Where you fuse it with the dragon. Like, there's a lot to choose from. Gate Guardian level 2, and now things are getting interesting. Yeah, also thanks a lot for both of you for helping out with these issues. I really appreciated it. If I didn't have the feedback from the chat, I wouldn't be able to take a look at these things and see what the hell is going wrong. We don't need any of these, we just need our trusted Gate Guardian. So what happened right now is that our Gate Guardian reached level 2, and this is very important. For those of you who know this game, you probably know, especially if you play Dark, that Kuribo in this game is way stronger than in any other Yu-Gi-Oh context. because Karibo has a special ability that is it's called Perfect Block, and it puts a shield on itself or a nearby monster that blocks one whole attack, and it negates it completely, all incoming damage. And this is really powerful. And Gate Guardian can actually do something similar. It can also put a shield on itself and block one incoming attack. So it's almost like this is a advanced evolution of Karibo, you could even say. Even though the method of acquiring Gate Guardian is different. Yeah, but you could say this is like a powered up Karibo that we're using right now. So it does have some resemblance to the first challenge I did. Again, if you haven't seen it yet, Karibo challenge in this game, check it out on YouTube. It's been out for quite a few months, and I think it turned out quite an entertaining video, especially if you're familiar with the game and all of its like weird shenanigans. Thank God, Duke, we can also still use Gate Guardian, and I hope that we won't run into any opponents that have less than 300 NP, but honestly I'm pretty sure we won't. Now I need to play around with save states. Now is the time. And why? Because Duke Devlin is a significant increase in difficulty. Quite significant, actually. So let me just quickly think about movement around this map. We do have 3 tiles of attack range, so this is actually pretty good. We can reach Duke's monsters before they can reach us. Karibo only has 2 attack tiles, so just trying to be smart about this. He'll probably place them somewhere like this, and then he'll be able... If I can move onto this lane right here, I'll probably be able to attack them after the first move, but it just depends on where he moves them. Some of them will go to the middle. He plays 3 of them, so... What's the smartest way here? Let me do this on a different save file, just in case, and I'll just place Gate Guardian here, and we'll check it out. Okay, quick stutter from the emulator. Sorry for this. Maybe my CPU is... Maybe my... Oh my god, I built this PC a few weeks ago, and I got myself some nice things because my old PC was like 9 years old. And shout out to my parents for helping me out with that as well. As a little gift, really appreciate that. I got myself a 7950X, I think. So quite a powerful CPU for streaming, video editing, and all of these things on top of playing games. And yeah, we're playing a PS2 game at 4 times the resolution, and sometimes small stutters happens. I already tested this out before, and it's just something that appears occasionally. Okay, so why is it so important? Why was I yapping about AP and being able to summon Gate Guardian on turn 1 before? Because on small maps like this one, if I summoned Gate Guardian right now, we'd already tank a blow as soon as Gate Guardian is out of his like his egg state, because the map is so tiny and Karibo is quite mobile, so we cannot afford that at all, and we'll just try to see what we can do here. Okay, we need two attacks per piece. Oh boy, this will be a difficult challenge, I can tell you that. This is going to be... We will need some save states here. So now this is where the actual challenge run starts. So strap yourselves in, get something to drink, and make sure you're comfortable. We will be here for quite a bit.
Is that all you
Okay, how can we do this? How can we do this?
Things are not looking good.
Let us think. When I place the symbol here, I can move back with Exodia. Sorry, Exodia. Oh my god, Exodia. And I can move back, and I can attack with Gate Guardian. I can finish one Karibo. 1 monster out of the way, only 4 remaining. It does make a huge difference. 1 less piece to worry about. And if I place the symbol here, this Karibo can only attack Gate Guardian, which is fine. 1 attack on Gate Guardian is completely okay. Or is it better if I just try to go for the symbol? But I don't know if we will survive this. He has 200, we'll need 2 attacks. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, let us let's think quickly. Not a save state. I move it here. He cannot attack with this Scorpion, neither the Gate Guardian nor the symbol. This one is destroyed. He can get 1 attack in. He can get... cannot attack this tile because he cannot move with his Scorpion right here and has 2 diagonal attack. And he cannot reach anything with this Kariba. So if we do this, we only tank 1 blow next turn, which would buy us quite a bit of time. So I think this might be our best bet right now. Only 1 attack from 4 monsters, insane, and we guarantee that we have 1 less thing to worry about next turn. I hope I won't. I'll save this on the save state that we hopped into now, and I just hope that we will not run into any difficulties with this. 95 damage is fair. Oh my god. 95 times 3 is 285, right? This means that we can only survive 2 more attacks like these. If we had 1 PP more, 1 power point more, we could survive 3, but that's unfortunate. Except if I miscalculated, then forget what I said. Now I think the smartest thing to do would be to attack the Scorpions, because Gate Guardian can one-shot them. Maybe it would have been smarter to open like that as well, but let me quickly think again. If I move the symbol anywhere else, maybe I move it here. I actually think I'll move it there. Why? Because, let me just quickly elaborate. If I move the symbol here, that's... Oh no, dude! Oh no! Oh my god! We don't have enough AP to do both. Oh my god. This is bad. This is quite horrible. Oh my god. Okay, I have to rethink. I have to reevaluate what we're gonna do here. Since we cannot move both... Oh my god. This is gonna be quite problematic. I don't really know what to do here right now. This is very, very bad. I think the Duke will prioritize going for our symbol. I'm pretty sure, actually. I'm pretty sure of that. So, what I think I'll do is save state number 6. I will attack Kariba on this side. Save some AP, hopefully be able to move both. Sorry, be able to move both next turn. And then we'll see how we fare. He will... Okay, he does go for the symbol, actually. I don't know if this is better or worse. Gets 2 attacks in, and they are dealing quite a lot of damage. I do not like that at all. Oh my god, this might have been the wrong strategy. And he... Oh my god, okay. This might have been the wrong strategy. Not gonna lie. We can't really afford taking much more damage. I'll probably have to redo this duel, honestly. I'll just do something like this right now. Okay, I think I'll just turn off the Twitch stream, because if nobody can see the stream, there's really no point in doing that, is it? And I still... Oh my god, we're 1 AP short of... Oh my god. Damn it. Something is telling me we'll have to do things a little bit differently. Okay. Back to the drawing board. Back to the drawing board. Okay. Oh man, oh boy. Maybe the strategy was wrong, doing it in a similar way that I did the Kariba challenge and the Exodia challenges. Especially the Exodia challenge was a pain in this opponent. I think I'll play it differently. I'll try to put our symbol in one of the back corners and just try to avoid attacks as long as humanly possible. And go straight for the Scorpions. Maybe that way we can win this. Maybe. Let us see. Save state slot number 3. Okay, what can we do here? What can we do? Again, I want to go in that lane. And potentially attack here or there, but maybe I also want to attack here, you know what I'm saying? So okay. We'll try it like this. Let's just see what happens.
Here's a promise. I'm going to win.
Yeah, for those of you who played this game, like just another question because I'm actually very curious. What was the worst opponent to you, like to your, in terms of how you felt playing this game? What was the one opponent that annoyed you the most? That was the toughest to overcome, or just gameplay-wise that had the most annoying set of monsters? The first time that I remember playing this game, at least, the most annoying opponent for me was Weevil. It was the first time I lost a capsule as a kid. I was playing Water Symbol, so looking back, Weevil is really not that challenging in this game, but I don't know, for some reason I just couldn't really do that quite well. Maybe I chose the wrong strategy again. Let me just take a quick look. How are we going to do this? I have no idea. He will move in. He will move in with this Karibo on this tile and this Karibo on this tile. He'll be able to attack no matter which way I move, except, like, I could move here, and let us just see what happens when I do this and how things are going to unfold. But I don't think this is a strategy that we need to go for. And I'm an idiot because I forgot that you can just attack us this way. He could attack twice with Karibos, and we'd be almost finished. Let me still, like, I just want to try things out here because Scorpion cannot reach us. He can attack with this one moving here, but something is telling me he might prefer our symbol, and if he prioritizes our symbol, we might be out of serious danger. As often in this game, everything ends up depending on how the AI behaves. Some duels in some of the previous challenges, I just won because the AI made, like, crucial mistakes. And otherwise it wouldn't have been possible, but others didn't go as well. Then we had to change up the strategy significantly. He does a well-balanced mix, and he does not move the Scorpion back. I think we have a very good shot at winning this right now. Because this Karibo can also no longer reach our symbol. Our symbol can take 2 more blows quite easily, so I think, honestly, where can he move? He can move this way, we can attack this. He can move these ways, we can attack all of these tiles. I think we won. Guys, I think we just beat freaking Duke Devlin, and if this goes down the way that I predict, this, I think this is the easiest time we had in all of these challenge runs on Duke. As I said, he's the most difficult opponent out of the first 3 by far. Yeah, so yeah, we have to take things with a bit of with a grain of salt here. Okay. So he moved the Karibo back to keep attacking, and this is exactly how many blows we can tank. 1 more, we'd be finished. So this is very noticeable. If we were able to somehow use Gate Guardian on the first duel against Joey, we could have got 100 XP, is what you get when you beat up Joey's symbol at the start, and we could have maybe had a Gate Guardian level 3 going into this fight. It would have slightly more PP and be able to survive 1 more attack with Karibo. But luckily for us, this is not necessary, and we'll just get rid of Duke this way. We don't need any of his monsters, so we just care about winning in this scenario. I'll tell you something, in the Exodia challenge, it was such a pain on beating certain opponents to get their pieces because we needed all 5 Exodia pieces, Grandpa specifically. And let me just quickly get back in the loop with the chat. Herba, you said Bandit Keith was the most annoying opponent for you, and I kind of feel that. His map, it doesn't look like it's difficult and his monsters, but due to the attack ranges of his monsters and some weird obstacles around the map, sometimes, I don't know, I've fallen prey to quite a few weird setups on there, so I can definitely feel you, but I don't know, I loved fighting Duke back in the day because his stage looks, it doesn't look the coolest, but it's pleasing to the eye, like all of these gold and like old sandstone colored things. I don't know, for some reason I really like looking at that map, I don't know. It's also not one of my favorite soundtracks, but it feels cozy for some reason, so I think we have a bit varying opinions there. Who I always dreaded fighting was Seto, like Seto first in the 4th stage. And don't mind all of these other save files, especially since one of them might be spoiling one of the upcoming challenges that I already started doing. But we'll just continue here. Seto first, I don't know, he wasn't even that difficult with one Blue Eyes and some of his light monsters, but the stage was always a bit, not necessarily unappealing, but it always felt the opposite of cozy, I suppose. It's not a map I like to be on. Okay, let me just quickly have a general save slot just to be safe. Nothing worse than a memory card file getting corrupted while you're near the end of a challenge. Hasn't happened to me yet, but who knows? Maybe sometime, some point in the future. So sometimes I quickly take glances at the view count, which is not something that I should be doing. Every beginner streamer video that I've seen on YouTube says so, but since we have quite a few new viewers on this channel, or on this live stream at least, welcome. I hope you have fun watching. Thank you so much for checking out this stream and this challenge run. I know that Capsule Monster Coliseum is quite a niche game, so I really appreciate every single one of you checking this out and following me. Even if you just stay like as a silent viewer, I really appreciate each and every one of you. I hope I can deliver some entertaining content for you this evening. And yeah, as I said before, strap yourselves in. This challenge will be quite a wild ride, I think, especially once we clear the first few opponents. Maybe even already in this map. Okay, so how are we going to play this? How are we going to play this? We don't have enough AP to constantly move both our Symbol and Gate Guardian. This is quite a problem. Can I pick... Oh yeah, we can pick the other side. We will definitely save this decision because we want to be in full control of which side we start on and potentially go back. Okay, 300 MP, we can also use Gate Guardian still. Amazing. So Taya, what's the problem with Taya? Taya is a water type, but she plays 3 light monsters. So we'll very likely need 3 attacks each for them. So fighting them like that is probably not an option, honestly. So I'll place the Symbol here and probably try to move it back into this corner right there. But one good thing that we have right now for Gate Guardian is we have his special ability unlocked. So if we can muster up enough AP to activate it, we might benefit from it heavily. How are we going to do this? Oh my god. If we went for Tristan's Symbol, we would be level 3 right now with Gate Guardian. We'd have more attack on our hands and things would go a bit smoother. Well, we'll try it like this. Yeah, so for those of you who have played the game, and I'll be saying the sentence a lot today, what do you think about the final boss of Capsule Monster Coliseum? Because honestly, for me, I think this is one of the more disappointing fights in the game. Back when I didn't know how to play this game when I was younger, I liked it. It was quite imposing, but honestly, the way that game mechanics work, some of the early opponents are much more difficult to beat than Seto when he comes back as a final opponent. So I'd be really curious what you guys think of that. Okay, Taya. Taya also, I really don't like Taya's map, to be honest. The music is nice and everything, but there's one segment, and we will get to that, like an animated segment that takes ages, especially if you don't play it double speed. That is just so annoying, but you'll see it in time. We will not be able to finish this before it pops. It pops like quite early, actually, but wait a second. Okay. Okay, we have 171 attack. He has 29. Jeez. We will not be able to one-shot this Symbol, sadly. Okay, this could truly be the point where this challenge falls apart. Oh my god. I'll end the turn to fill up our AP gauge to get one of these blocks in. Slot number 5. Here we go. Okay, it's a worse Karibo ability because Karibo could also give this to other capsules in your team if they're close enough. And something is telling me we might not even be able to beat Taya. Oh my god. That would be ridiculous, but it could very much happen. Like, I'm not shitting you, this is quite likely to happen even. We could move there diagonally. I think I'll just do this now. How are we gonna do this? Oh my god, how are we gonna do this? 3 light monsters, they would destroy Gate Guardians so quickly you can't even imagine. Maybe not going for Joey's symbol was a grave mistake. But however, wait a second. We can wait a second. If we kill one capsule, one of Taya's monsters with Gate Guardian now, can we get rid of this? 25? No, we cannot. We need 190 back, I think. Insanity. If we destroy one of her capsules, we would get a level up, get more attack points. Maybe this would be enough to one-shot a symbol, but probably not, honestly. The way things have been going for us right up until this point, it's actually a little bit unlikely. And sadly, this map is not very good for diagonal movement to move around like this. Please move left. Oh my god, he moves forward. Of all things, this thing will move to the right and will cause us major problems. I can already see it. Save state number 6. Let's see what we can do about this. Okay. I'll just dish out one attack. We will risk... Quick stutter?
Huh? What?
We will risk one attack from Skelangel. That's okay. And this is the dreaded sequence I was talking about. Let's just... I'll disable the turbo mode. Let's just take a quick watch at this in the regular speed it happens. Enjoy. Don't you feel all warm and fuzzy and
All my practice games against Joe, you're finally paying off.
home when you hear this? Yeah, me neither. Kyber boss was severely underwhelming, honestly. Game needed level scaling to be anywhere near challenging. Yeah, exactly. This such an obvious thing looking back. I really don't know why the developers did not do that. Maybe they just ran out of time. But this is such a key component to the game. Maybe they were afraid that this game would be too difficult because honestly, I heard on quite a few occasions that this game is difficult from people who said like, yeah, but it gets quite tough and I don't really know which monsters to play. And I'm like, dude, this is maybe the easiest Yu-Gi-Oh game ever. And I don't mean this in a like demeaning way at all, but if you struggle with this game, it's just maybe because the systems that are in place in this game, it just, I don't know, they're not really for you, I guess, or I don't know. That sounded way more derogatory than I wanted it to, so I apologize for that, but I think you know what I mean. Like, it's quite obvious to play monsters of the same attribute that you choose as a symbol. However, although I have to say that Grandpa at the start of this game, which we didn't see, he actually tells you not to do that. He tells you, yeah, make sure to always counter the elements of your opponents, and that's actually ridiculous. Like, this is one of the things you don't want to do, and maybe we can actually do this. Because of Scalangel's weird movement, we can probably dodge potential incoming attacks, and the dream is not dead. Guys, the dream is not freaking dead. We can do this. I'm like 20% sure. Which way should I move? If I move here, he can only attack me with one of these until Rootswater comes over, which will take 1, 2, 3, 4 turns. So we have 4 turns to do this. This is okay. Yeah, for any new people who might have joined in the course of the last 10 or 20 minutes, thank you so much for checking the stream out. Welcome. I hope you have a nice time. I hope you have some fun watching me play some probably rather frustrating rounds of Capsule Monster Coliseum. I adore this game. If you also like this game, make sure to tell me why. I'd really love to know. I'm really curious because for me, this is such a collection of wonderful, fond childhood memories, and it's quite a shame that it's not for many other people who usually play Yu-Gi-Oh's even spin-off games like Duelist of the Roses. While being a great game, I don't know why it's so much more infinitely popular than Capsule Monster Coliseum, at least the way it seems to me. I mean, I can imagine why. It was a follow-up to Forbidden Memories, has similar mechanics, it connected to the story and all of that, but just as a game... Oh my god, we did it! Yes, dude! Oh my god! Screw Taya, screw you! Oh my god! Oh my god. Oh my god. I was really scared that we get stuck on this fight. Oh my god, this would be so frustrating. Imagine if I had to go back. Imagine if I had to go back and play all 3 first fights again just to get a tad bit more XP in order to fight her. It would have been ridiculous. I am so glad we did this. Oh my god. Thank you. And you will understand my frustration once I drop the Exodia challenge for this game. You will understand. I swear to God. Remember this moment. For those of you who are in the stream right now, for all of you, remember this moment when you watch my Exodia video. And enjoy the suffering and pain that I have endured to bring you that content. Because this went way better than expected. Oh my god. Nice. I'm very relieved. I don't know if this really means a lot because the next opponent is not particularly easy either, but we'll do our best. Screw it. We will just do our best. Of course, I want to level up. Screw you, game. Opponent 4 down. 21 more to go. Okay, but it's okay. It's real okay. Very tiny clear bonus, but that's what happens when you don't destroy, like when you destroy one single monster out of 6. Game is not really fond of that. It wants you to grind a bit harder, but we don't care. We will make it. We will make it eventually. Also, quick save state slot number 0. Jesus, okay, 4 out of the way, and we almost finished the first stage. Let's see how we fare against Grandpa. But the tricky thing about Grandpa is he also plays on a rather small stage similar to Duke. However, there's no obstacles like holes you cannot stand on in order to attack specific tiles. None of that. It's like one square field with 2 little extra corners on each side. You'll see in a minute.
I see you're doing well, Yugi. Grandpa. But let's
But so far we're doing very well. As I said, playing this game only using one single monster is always very dreadful. And also highly relevant again for the Exodia challenge, but all in due time. Let's just choose to attack first this time because the stage is, I think, it's almost symmetrical. Like some on one half you have the wood tiles and the other you have the fire tiles. However, it's probably not going to matter all too much. 350 MP. We could add another monster in here if we should fail this challenge, just to kind of get over this opponent and to keep things going, you know. So how are we going to play this? We have 5 opposing monsters, 2 Petite Moss. We still can't one-shot 1 Kuribo. We can't one-shot. No enemies we can one-shot except for this Earth symbol, because it's Earth. That means we have an advantage because we are playing Dark. So we'll get quite a bonus on each attack, and this will short, like we just one-shotted a non-disadvantageous element with 150. We'll surely get 30 extra PP, and we also leveled up, so a little bit more firepower on our side. Honestly, I'll place it here, I think. Let me save state this again. We'll move here. His Kuribo will probably move this way. We could attack it, but we'll probably won't do that. Although we might do that. Kuribo will move here. This thing, I think, moves 2 fields in a linear fashion, so over there, and it will take like 3 more turns to attack this tile. So Kuribo will get here, we'll attack. Kuribo will move to this field, we'll move over here and attack Kuribo. And we'll probably get rid of 1 Kuribo. for this. I'm quite confident in that, but let's see if I can pull it off. Also, I think I set up the delay for the chat and the stream a little bit too high. Maybe I can change this retroactively, or maybe I can change it in the YouTube. Let me quickly check that. Where is it? How can I alter this? Can I alter it in any way, shape, or form? Is there a delay setting I can just do right now? Live control room. I think that sounds quite good, actually. Oh my god, I cannot change it retroactively. I'd like enough of that. That's okay. That's okay, so we'll just have to live with it right now. I hope the quality of the stream is also alright. Oh my god. Okay, so Grandpa, if things go as planned, we won't even have to move our symbol around too much. We'll get a little bit, like just a few points of AP in every turn, and then when we need it, we'll probably be able to just dish it out. And now that I'm thinking about it, one of the reasons why we were actually able to defeat Taya was the fact that Skate Gaiden has that one ability, because otherwise I think... Would we have... How... Jesus, I can't even English anymore. Would we have lost the game otherwise? I don't remember. Maybe the damage was significant enough to destroy Gate Guardian, but I don't think so. Let's hope Grandpa behaves the way he's supposed to, the way that I predict. Yeah, yes, look at this. All the hours I spent over my whole life playing this game was not wasted. So he could also move to this direction, but then we just move over here and destroy him. But he could also move his what is it called? Right arm of the Forbidden One. We might require to grind out some of these fights and monsters just to have a better shot at this. But if that's what it takes, we will do it. That's completely alright. I'm trying to think about which opponent would have been more fitting as a final boss in this game, because they used most of the mainline characters already. Like, we fight Merrick, like, spoilers for those of you who don't know, but we fight Merrick 3 times in this game. Once as his regular Merrick's, like, persona, and twice... Okay, we're not... Oh my god. This... Oh yeah, we can move here. Okay. Everything's good. Everything's cool. We can move back, but I definitely have to save. Now I saved it to slot 4, which I did not intend, but it's okay. Now we have the 5th slot. Still free. I have to move it there because I don't want to get attacked by his right arm of the Forbidden One yet. He can attack up to here, so... Next turn we can move here and get a quick attack in, then he'll be able to retaliate, and then we'll be able... No, he won't be even. Wait, oh yeah, he will move here. We'll move over here. And then, because if there was one... No, even that would not be enough. Yeah, we'll move in this tile, and he'll either move here or here to attack us, and either way, if he moves over there, we can just move one back and attack him. And if he moves to the other side, we can just do this, or we can move back down here, because the petite moths, luckily, are very slow creatures. So everything is good. Everything is going well. I guess which character would be a suitable final boss heavily depends on which element you're playing, because... Oh my god, he didn't. He did move this way. Okay, now he will move forward 2 pieces, and this is where we will be able to strike. Maybe if I move on this tile right here, I'll be able to bait out his petite mouse to move forward, and he will move forward. Then I can just make a good old switcheroo and move over here, so I'm further away from his other pieces. I think this is the strat we'll go for. The one strong suit of Gate Guardian here is he does not want to do this, but that's okay. That's completely fine, you know why? Because I can just do this and still stay safe, and no matter which direction he moves, No, that's not true. That's not actually true. I really need to think about the next. How are we going to approach this? If I move here, I do risk getting attacked twice, and we not like that would be completely and utterly stupid. This way we stay safe. I think we'll just move here and then wager our options next turn. Luckily, we still two-shot everything, except for Tea's light monsters, but of course we just dodged these in a very fortunate way. It's going so well, honestly. On the other challenges, I had to reload so many times you can't even imagine. It was ridiculous. It was truly, truly ridiculous. And if I stay here, I'll get attacked by one petite moth, but does it really matter at this point? Does it even matter? And I'm not sure. What I do know is I probably have to get rid of this first. Okay, but I could set up something interesting. I could... Could I do this? I will do this. I am so doing this. Oh my god. Because this way we'll now have a bit of a bait. Oh damn! You're right. There's no Para and no Dox in this game. I completely forgot about them. Are those like the only characters from the first season that didn't really make it into the game? And we're playing a Gate Guardian challenge. Oh my god, how could I possibly forget about those two? Okay, we one-shot these, which does make things significantly easier. We'll so take advantage of this. Just to reply quickly to you, Para and Dox could be really cool opponents. Maybe they could have stacked it as like both of them are one opponent. Just, you know, for whatever reason. And they could have played like a Gate Guardian base stack or something like this. So maybe like a secret fight, you fight two enemies at the same time. That actually would have been really cool. If any of you, like, it's a bit off topic, but if any of you know about Crash Bash, the spin-off game from the Crash Bandicoot series, there's one of the boss fights in that game where you play this like tank mini game against two of them. Even when you play solo, there's two of them. Something like that, like 1 versus 2 could have been the ultimate challenge. They have Gate Guardian and all the Gate Guardian pieces and whatnot. There's Labyrinth Wall in this game. They could have added like Wall Shadow or whatever it's called. It could have worked, honestly. Aside from that, I don't know if we're missing any characters from the first season. I mean, Panic, I suppose, and the other like zombie characters, you could argue, but aside from that, I really don't know. Okay, back to the game, just quickly to make some progress. Petite Moths did lousy... Okay, actually did 100 damage, it's not too lousy at all, but we can tank 5 of these. We will one-shot one Petite Moth. He will move in with his cockroach thing. Cockroach Knight. And look at that, I could even dodge one of these attacks, but it's not necessary. He'll move this way or this way. Either way, we can attack or go for the Petite Moth. So I think at this point we're already safe. That would be truly, truly amazing. Because look at this now. He will want to chase after a symbol. We will destroy. Maybe I can even go for his symbol. But let's see if I can pull it off. We will do something interesting. And yes, I'm drinking out of a metal straw. It's very, very satisfying. Thanks for asking. So a nice little trick here, whenever you get in danger and you need to protect your symbol for whatever reason for a few turns, you can play around this corner, and because Grandpa's monsters have such low mobility, they often struggle to move around these tiles to attack your symbol twice when it's here or here. Especially when they surround you, they block each other. So quite a way to stay safe during some particularly dark challenge runs. But if I move here, he will attack us with our Cockroach Soldier, I think. Let me just save here. And let's just try it out, man. Look, what's supposed to happen? He will probably now, go for Gate Guardian. Freeze frame? Okay. Let's load back, and what if we don't do this? Will he still choose our monster, or will he choose the symbol? He chooses the symbol, look at that. Why would we do this? Because this way we might be able to get a little bit of extra XP out of this whole ordeal. Because now it's too late to chase behind the symbol, but now I also cannot dodge an incoming attack, so... but wait, if I move here and he moves over there... Is there any way I can dodge an attack? I don't think so. I genuinely do not think so. No, because it's just one monster. It doesn't really matter, because if he moves here... And yeah, shut up, dude. And... I mean... If I move here, he moves along. I move here, he'll probably move forward. And then when I move here, we could do that. But honestly, it won't make a difference, because by that point, we'll either have won the game or we'll be dead already. We can tank 2 more. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. Symbol will fall. I'm so freaking sure. Okay, we'll even win a turn. 2 turns earlier. GG, guys. GG. Opponent number 5 is done. And this challenge run is going very well.
I didn't think you'd do that. You win.
It's gonna be a lot of fun going back on this and writing the script for this video, because I will release this challenge run as a standalone video for sure. Of course, I'll edit together a lot of these clips, and it will be scripted as usual, so probably gonna take a bit, but probably gonna be a bit of a smoother watch experience. I know some other people also like to do just scripted intro and then do like a highlight reel of the stream clips and stuff like that, and that can also be a lot of fun as a viewer to watch. I also enjoy that, but often the video length really gets out of control. I know Dea Beatus, I think that's the right pronunciation. I'm sorry if I messed it up. Shoutouts, great YouTuber doing like challenge runs and content mainly for the first GX Tag Force game. I know he does that mostly, and while I do enjoy watching some of these videos, it's not really my style, I think, and I like to keep things more or less completely scripted even for the challenge runs, so I'll probably stick to that, but maybe I'll change my mind some point in the future. Okay. Guys, stage 1 cleared. Stage 1 is freaking cleared. Let me just grab my other drink here so my throat doesn't get too sore. Look at this. Look at this. It's freaking cleared. And we are on a strong pace, honestly. The stream's been going, what? Okay, 1.5 hours. Not that strong, actually. But if we subtract the few minutes that it took me to try and fix the Twitch stream unsuccessfully, yeah. I think we are on quite a good pace. We are on quite a good pace. Jesus, I cannot speak English today. Crazy. So, what changes with stage 2? It's quite simple. We can now choose the order of opponents, and this will remain until the very final stage. And now I need to think. We need to clear the first opponents earlier, like the easier opponents first, because we might need higher level to have a better chance against later opponents. So we need to grab as much XP as we can before. Typically, Mai and Rex are a bit more challenging than the others. Like, Mokuba usually is not too big a threat, as well as Weevil, and honestly, Marco is usually a joke. He does play 1 or maybe even 2. Does he play 2 water monsters? I don't even know right now. I have no idea. Either way, I'll quickly save this to slot 0, and let me just quickly think, what are we going to do here with Marco or Mokuba? Those are usually my first picks, yeah. Screw it, we are going for Marco. Let's see how it goes. So, how are we going to do this? Water monsters typically have higher defense stats, but they don't really attack strongly at all.
There's nothing more.
And I'm speculating that we might be able to get a symbol level up during this fight, and whenever your symbol levels up in this game, you can spend 3 points on 3 stats, and you can choose freely how you spend them. We attack first. And one of them is effect strength, which like increases stat gain from your symbol. This effect Jesus, how can I explain this? Effect strength means that your symbol starts to get an influence on all of your monsters depending on which element they have. Like if they have the same element or like the corresponding parallel one that I explained earlier, it gets powered up. Like darkness and thunder monsters get powered up from a dark symbol that has more effect strength. However, light and earth monsters get powered down. So the more effect strength we have, the more of these bonuses or decreases we get. So if we play the right element, of course this is a stat that we want to level quickly. However, what's problematic about this? Gate Guardian will only gonna get more and more expensive. It's already at level 4 and I planned only for level 5 to be movable during the first turn. So we will also have to increase our AP slowly or maybe even more rapidly. So this is also a question of how many points are we putting into AP and how many are we putting into effect strength. And the other stat is the PP gauge for your symbol, but it's not really necessary. For most fighters, especially during this challenge, I think we won't need a lot of PP until like late game probably. I see a few names in the chat and I see a few more messages from Hervoye. Hervoye said I always wanted... No, we already had that one. Marco is Squid and Rootwater, right? Yeah. He has like the first boss monster thingy. First, depending on the order of opponents. The Squid that has only diagonal movement and attack, it doesn't really have high stats, so really underwhelming. Unlike Rex's monster, which is actually quite more powerful than the others. He has this Kappa monster that also doesn't have crazy movement. He has Rootwater, he has Torike, this like dinosaur creature, which is also very slow. And he plays one or two of these light monsters, Happy Lovers, I think, that have like 4 movement tiles, which is insanely OP for early game, honestly. But luckily their attack range is, attack range is quite bad. Yeah, everything memorized correctly. So where do we put RP? I don't want to align with his Squid, if possible. So I'll stay on the diagonal grid, so to speak, and then move it to a different tile. Save state slot 1, and here we go. I see a new name in the chat, Marquise von K. Marquise von K. Hello, glad to caught the stream. Always happy to see this game getting some love. For sure, my personal favorite of all the old Yu-Gi-Oh games. Thank you so much, Marquise, for checking out the stream. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. If not, I am so sorry. I'll try to do it better next time. And yeah, I also love this game. Capsule Monster Coliseum is probably my favorite. Maybe my favorite in the whole genre of Yu-Gi-Oh video games, period. But that's debatable. But for sure, my favorite spin-off game. And this is, for me, was the perfect choice to kick off the streaming on this channel. Let me just quickly think about where we are heading. Before we do anything... Special ability? No, we need... I might put a shield on Gate Guardian here. I think this is the correct strategy here. Just stay safe and keep things in check. Why is the emulator stuttering? This is something I really need to find out. Again, my PC is new. It has pretty beefy components. I can't imagine it's a stream, honestly, but... Okay. So this Kappa thingy, like one attack range is ridiculously bad. Oh my god. Rootwater will reach us first, or in a very similar, at a very similar time as the Happy Lover. But let's just see how things develop. Ah, you got a first try. It's meant to be pronounced in German, but the English way is fine as well. Marquise von K or Marquis von K? Which way is the correct one? Is it Marquise or Marquis or Marquis? I don't know. So many ways to pronounce it, especially if you use German pronunciation versus English pronunciation. Okay, let us think here. Rootwater moves this way. Then I can attack it, but I'd have to get way too close. And we do not want that. But... if it moves here, and we are here, we can... yeah, but... does it really matter with these water monsters? 50 defense, we have 100... yeah, we don't have the strength and all of that jazz yet to do this, but I think the correct strategy, or the preferable strategy, would still be to move onto this tile. And if there's any other new viewers on the channel right now, thank you so much for checking out the stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're having a blast. I mean, honestly, I'm having a blast so far with Capsule Monster Coliseum. We're playing the regular version, not the Libra mod, which we'll probably also play at some point during one of these streams. But, you know, first things first. Marquise. First one is the closest. Oh my god, sorry, I don't remember. Did I say Marquise first? I think so. I think I'll get it down well enough for you to not be annoyed all too much. Anyway, thank you for tuning in and also for engaging in the chat. Always lovely to see. But I'm also appreciating every single viewer who's just hanging around, even if you're completely silent, enjoying my endless ramblings about this game. Thank you so much for joining in. As I said, we're having a blast with a quite unique challenge for this game. I don't even know if anyone else is running challenge runs for this on YouTube or on like streaming platforms, honestly. And that's a shame because, well, this game is very easy casually. It has so much potential for crazy challenge runs that you can do. And some of them might not even be winnable, but it's cool to see how far we can get because we have 25 opponents. And it's just opponent after opponent, so there's no grinding, there's no like collecting monsters and any other shenanigans. Every fight counts. Yeah, so I think we will once again try to defeat every single monster here. For some reason, this has been proven to be the better strategy with the Gate Guardian. And on the Exodia challenge, again, I'll spoil a little bit of that, it was usually quite the opposite. It was often defeating one capsule, if at all, and then sneaking through or sneaking around and just trying to go for the symbol quickly. But it all depends, of course. It depends on the context of the fight and everything else involving it. So we don't need to worry about this thing at all. Like, as I said, diagonal movement, diagonal attack range is ridiculous, but we do need to worry about these. Because next turn it will be in symbol range, and this is so not good. They don't do a lot of damage, but they get powered up again against our darkness, so we'll have to watch out. Okay. Okay, we cannot reach. Wait a minute. Not enough, right? Oh my god, that's a shame. That is quite a shame. Can we SP? We could SP and until this thing gets close to us. We will probably still need 3 attacks, but I'm willing to find out. I'm definitely willing to find this out. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. So, oh yeah, Marquis said, I personally so close to no challenge runs anywhere. Maybe there are some on small channels, but it would be awesome to see more of them. I agree, and I will do my best to provide 3 attacks. Damn it. Damn it, dude. Oh boy, this is not good. There's more than 100 damage. Oh boy, this is so not good. Is this even feasible? It would be interesting to see how many possibilities there are to beat this game than developers unintentionally put in the game. Yeah, I agree. Like, I think sky's the limit, honestly. Some symbols scale really well, like in terms of how much attack or PP they gain with the level ups, and for some elements, there's just no strong counter in the entire like campaign when you think about it. When I play Fire, for example, how many water opponents are there? I think, is Pegasus 2 a water opponent? I don't even remember, but he plays a lot of light monsters. So you can still blast through these quite easily. You have Teia at the beginning, but you can beat Teia. I think if you have strong enough attack power, especially through light monsters, which are the main problem. Just one water monster, like what's gonna stop you, right? You one-shot Petite Moss easily. Honestly, one of the challenge ideas that I have is, and let me just quickly think what I'm gonna do here. It's quite a desperate situation. One of the challenge ideas I have is to use maybe one starting monster, like one monster from the starting shop. And I think if I go for that, it's either going to be like the I forgot its Japanese name, the Thunder Lizard, because it has incredible mobility, but it's diagonal only, or one of the fire monsters from the start, because fire and thunder both have crazy attack scaling. Okay, but let us quickly... It's too bad that water is pretty bad. Yeah, water is horrible. Oh my god. Like, you have a little bit of defense and that's it, essentially. Like, I don't know, like light and water are so abysmally bad. Like, wind is also not very good, but I think it scales a bit better than the other two, doesn't it? And everything else I think is not only playable, but is actually fun. And these are just... I mean, they're not. They're just not, so... I don't know. So what do we do here now? I have no idea. This will lose another 120. We'll be at 310. It will lose... we cannot win this. We cannot win like this. That's a shame. I think we need to go... I'm not gonna waste my and your time here. I think we have to do things much differently. Much way differently. What if we set it up, you know, something like this? Because, like, I'll explain my reasoning. So,
It's time to start.
he will probably have this Happy Lover chase down the symbol, and it's a bit further away, so we get like 1 or 2 additional turns, I think, depending on the tiles. And in the meantime, we might be able to rush forward, get rid of a few of the opening monsters. We can get rid of Rootwater quite quickly. We can probably get rid of Torike without getting damaged. And we might even be able... let me check. We might even be able to do a one-on-one against Happy Lover. The question is, can we do all of this quickly enough before... Nice, we're not on grid with Squid. Before the other Happy Lover reaches us. This is what I'm struggling to find out. So Marco could be more difficult than I had anticipated, but that's okay because we can still choose another opponent that doesn't play any light monsters that cause us so much trouble. And then when we level up both our symbol and the one piece we're playing, we can then go back and hand them a nice old-fashioned whipping. Okay. Closing in on us. This copper thing could also attack us this way, but okay. It's getting a bit finicky, honestly. Let's go for another save state. I think moving back here and just tanking one blow from this might be preferable. But this way, actually, I wasted 1 turn. I could have gotten into this position.
That was a nice strategy.
Let me move back. I'm sorry I moved back now to this, but I think this is the position that I end up in. And if that's the case, I can use that 1 turn that we did too many now, and instead I can use the special ability and get a block on our monster. But then we'll lose the block anyway, right? I think I have to go back even further. I'm so sorry. We have to see Marco in his very, very short shorts again. This is almost criminal, but I hope YouTube is not going to ban us for it. And we're going to have to watch this again. And actually, wait a second. No, we don't. Oh my god, I'm a moron. Forgot about save state 2. Jesus, save state 2. Game changing here. Just don't want to be on grid with the squid again. And we are not. It's amazing. So if I move 2 tiles, we're still not on grid. And we can play this thing nice and dandy. This map also, I don't know, it feels quite good to play. It looks so open, and with the background being... Now that I say it out loud, I never took time to look at the background and see that something is moving. Like, it's not just the clouds. You see what I mean? These, like, shadowy outlines. Is it just the bottom of the ocean? Probably, right? It looks like algae or something like that. But does that even make sense? Or are these supposed to be buildings and we're like flying atop of something else? I don't know. I'd be really curious to find out what that is, but it doesn't matter. We will just proceed. And oh my god, I'm really blowing out my voice. Gee. It's fine. The map is at least it looks pretty cool, and we see the map more often than Mr. Shortsman. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we all know he's a freaky fish guy. We just need to take it and try to ignore it as best as we can. Also, huge fan of the YGO Abridged series, but I think anyone who's seen one of my videos knows that. I always try to include clips from it. Did I make a misplay again? Should I have waited for the shield first? Should I have started on a different tile? I don't even know. It's okay. So now this turn we'll wait. Then he'll move. No, it's the same. It's the same scenario as before. What? Does it really make sense to play it like this? Honestly, I don't know. I have no... Should we really... Am I thinking wrong? Like, let's... Okay, screw it. Let's just try it out like this. And see what happens. We gotta make some progress. And if it ends up not working, we'll just load back and try to do it this way. Are we in the exact same spot as we were before? I don't think so. Maybe we are. Actually, we are in the exact same spot that we were before. What if I bait him this way, though? And we get rid of Torike. We will tank one blow, but it's an Earth monster, so it's fine. It's not going to be a lot of damage. But something is telling me that Marco could be significantly harder for this challenge than any other challenge before, because... Simply because of the two... Why is he playing two light monsters? What's up with that? I don't know. But yeah, it's almost looking like this could be the case. Maybe we can rush his symbol. We have a lot of attack range. Maybe we can do it. I love how this game looks with additional... Call it... Like with better visuals from the emulator. It's really nice to look at. I love it. What if I move back here? Do you think that he will use his Happy Lover to try and chase us down? Or will he move it along, you know, towards a symbol? Because this is a very important question right now. Torike will either move this way or this way. Either way, we won't get attacked and we will be able to destroy him. But then we'll have to tank one attack from Happy Lover, and I don't know if we can one-on-one Happy Lover when Happy Lovers starts with the first attack, and we also one attack down already. This is gonna be finicky. We'll try our best. Okay, he ignores us completely. He wants the symbol, and we don't have a lot of time. But maybe we don't need it. Maybe we really don't need a lot of time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh god. 5. We might need like 6 turns to finish this. 1, 2, 3. And I can maybe dodge 1 or something. Then let's say 4, and then they start attacking. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god, it's gonna give you it's gonna be so freaking close. Jeez. Is it smarter to move this way? Get 1 extra blow. 1, 2, 3. No, we end up in the same spot essentially. So I think our best bet is to move Gate Guardian in this position and hope and pray that I didn't calculate things wrongly. Oh yeah, he's getting close. Very... Oh my god. Yeah, they all have so much mobility. It's insane. Oh my god. Oh boy. And we also get attacked by Torike one more time, but I think that's honestly okay. This thing can attack immediately. think I'll move it there. I have no idea. Oh my god, I have no idea what we're gonna do. Jeez, okay, okay. Yeah, sorry for not talking too much right now. I'm trying to not press too hard on my voice while also thinking about what the smartest way is to win this quickly and, like, actually win this. Oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4 more turns. There is no way in hell we're surviving this. I mean, maybe. Maybe. I'll not say it's over already, but it's looking quite bleak. It is looking quite bleak. Now that you mentioned this, now that you mentioned it before with the Paradox Brothers, this is what I mentioned before. It would have been so cool to get them. Maybe also Panic. I don't know, like secret boss fights could have been a thing. Instead of giving us Yami Bakura twice, or sorry, giving us Bakura and Yami Bakura, or giving us Yami Merrick twice, they could have given one of these roles to Panic. They could have Sato reappear, like Sato, Pegasus, like all these characters who reappear, they could have put them as like extra challenging boss fights, like secret boss fights at the end or something like this. Like a lot of the older YGO games had, and that we'll have in the Old Days collection. It could have made things a bit more interesting. Would have been cool. But it almost looks like we're losing. Marquise writes, a small sideline question. I know that the Thunder symbol also buffs Dark monsters, but does that Dark symbol buff Thunder monsters? Yes, it does. As far as I'm aware, there's always these two parallel symbols that like benefit each other. They boost monsters the same way, both ways. If I'm correct, I could be wrong on the exact like ratios, but I think Thunder and Dark monsters benefit equally from a Thunder or Darkness symbol. Same for Fire and Wind, or Water and Wood, or Light and Earth. Wait a minute. Why did I move symbol there? Let me try and replay this. What can we do? What can we do? We can do a better job at this. Honestly, I planned for the stream to go like at least 4 hours or something like this, until midnight local time. But if this goes on like this and I keep talking so much and so strongly, I will completely blur out my voice. So we might have to reduce the frequency or the length, but we'll see that once we get there. What if we do something like this, maybe? Maybe something like that. Okay, it's because now he can attack with one monster, but only with one, and the other Happy Lovers will take 2 more turns to get footing, so... Will this be enough? I have no idea. Is there anything else we can do? I don't think so. I don't think we can do anything else here. Okay. That's fine, I guess. We might happen to be one... Okay, no, because Root Water will completely screw us over once it's there. If we survive one more turn, which we won't because of this thing, we might make it if Marco is stupid enough to make that mistake. But we also can't move out of there at all, so... He'll move this one here, he will move this one here, and he'll attack for game. I'm calling it. There's so much damage. That's so much incoming damage, dude. Yeah, there we go. Okay. The first obstacle that I'm not sure if we can overcome. No, actually not, because Happy Lover's movement ability of 4 tiles in a linear fashion completely counters our 3 tile attack range. So if we engage in a one-on-one with happy lovers, we will either lose the battle or we will get away with such a tiny amount of health that we won't be able to repeat the same thing with any other monsters. So it's quite a problem. It is quite a problem. I think I will use this opportunity to load back to save slot 0. And we will pick a different opponent to start. I don't know if it's going to be Rex, but guys, thank you so much for watching until this point of the stream. It's been almost 2 hours now. Thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you in the chat, in the stream, just chilling out and having a blast with me here together, playing some Capsule Monster Coliseum. Marquise writes, it kind of sucks that the manual doesn't explain the parallel attribute buff thing directly, at least in the Jamel manual. Yeah. The info you get in this game, I never read the manual myself, but the info you get in this game is very poor and very shallow. Maybe everything was just rushed and they didn't have time to put things into the manual that they put in. I have no idea. Honestly, I have no idea. What I do know is we have an awesome mod for this game called the Libra mod. So for those of you who like playing this game or played it in the past and find it equally easy as I and many other people did, make sure to check out the Libra mod, Libra mod. For this game specifically, it's the only existing mod and it's great. It adds so much challenge and difficulty to the game, and more content is coming for it. The developer is called Oak, so make sure to also follow Oak on YouTube and a lot of social media channels. Also make sure to subscribe to my channel right here, Dino. I also have a different YouTube channel where I make OST, like video game soundtrack analyses and reviews and all of that shenanigans. I will take a short break now for my voice and for my bladder, maybe also for my stomach, and I'll see you guys back in probably around 10 minutes, maybe even a little bit less. Make sure to stay tuned. We are not done yet for today. We will do at least a handful of other opponents. I'd like to clear stage 2 today, if we can get that far, and see how much we can push this Gate Guardian challenge. So stay tuned, all of you, and I'll see you in a couple of minutes. Alright, we're back, dear people. I hope you're all doing fine. Let's see if we have any new messages in the chat. For anyone who's joined in the meantime, thank you so much for staying tuned. Welcome to the stream. We're playing some Capsule Monster Coliseum today. If you don't know the game, it's basically a YGO spin-off game that's a little bit like chess, like boards, turn-based strategy game, but not quite. You'll see in a second. And it'll just let me see if everything is going well. Let me just adjust the camera a tad bit to this side, maybe like this. Oh, it's looking pretty good. I think we're gonna keep it this way. Alright, so what just happened, for those of you who were not around? We defeated the first few opponents very, very quickly. Very nicely. Marquise, welcome, says welcome back. Thanks a lot. I'm doing a bit better, especially the contents of my bladder finally released into the wild. Sorry, that was way too much information, way too graphic. We just struggled to beat Mako, who's one of the easy opponents here typically. Because of the nature of this challenge, we're using one Gate Guardian from the start, from the second duel where it was possible, and we're trying to beat the whole game only using this one single Gate Guardian, and this does prove to be quite difficult. Okay, so let me just quickly think which opponents we could tackle instead. Maya is difficult because she has quite a lot of mobility and attack power and most of her capsules. Mokuba could be a contender. He plays some rather low PP capsules. We can one-shot the first few, like the first lizard that comes around. We can one-shot the scorpion for sure. And maybe a couple of the others too. Sorry for the burping, if you were able to hear it. Okay, let's try Mokuba. Let's just try Mokuba. What's gonna happen, you know? It's all gonna be nice and good. I find it pretty cool that Mokuba is actually in this game as an opponent, because he didn't really have a lot of dueling appearances in the first season. Did he even... I know I said this in a video and some commenters pointed out, I think he did duel in the first season of the anime, didn't he? But where exactly? He dueled against Yugi, but he didn't really, right? He abandoned the duel quickly and then tried to snag away his star chips, if I recall correctly. We want to play first. Yeah, let's do first turn. Yeah, I just find it cool that he's an opponent you can fight. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of Mokuba fans out there, or maybe just a few. So I think it's always nice to appreciate that he's an available opponent in one of these. I think he's also an opponent in a lot of the way older, like old school Yu-Gi-Oh games for the Game Boy systems. And I think this is a nice segue to finally start talking about the early days collection, because some of you who might know about my channel maybe have just stumbled across the videos that I did about this challenge. I'll just place it in the middle now, and we'll then figure it out if that's a good idea. Yeah, he stole the star chips. Yeah, Maki's exactly, that's what I was thinking. I don't think there were any other appearances, right? Maybe in this one, in the first arc after the first season, with the whole fantasy simulation world shenanigans and the fight for the dragon and the corporation people. Honestly, I don't know. Let me just check. So if I placed it here, we're not on grid with the lizard, so that's good. Yeah, he stole the star chips, exactly. That's the only appearance that I can remember. I think he also duels later in a few other occasions. Does he duel in the Noah filler arc? I don't think so. Does he duel anywhere else? I have to sneeze. Sorry for that. I hope that was not way too loud. Jesus, I have quite the allergies, and I think some of them are starting to kick already, but earlier this year. Okay, he has two, and luckily both are not in line with us. We can also one-shot the Shovel Crusher, so that's amazing. Okay, so let me check. Did we do this right? Yes, we did. Okay. So I think I'll move this thing to the center. Gesundheit, yeah, thank you, danke Bruder. But sorry, I didn't read the other messages you wrote. I love how the old YGO games gave some of the less used characters spot. Exactly. I like that Shadi appears in quite a few of them. Yeah, I think, is Shadi like one of, like a late game boss in one of the first Duel Monsters games? Isn't he even a secret boss in one of them? I mean, most of these were not released internationally, but again, a nice segue, because I already had forgotten, nice segue to talk about the early days collection for the Yu-Gi-Oh games. This thing will drop in exactly 2 weeks, which is a very nice coincidence because I had planned on playing this on stream as soon as it comes out. But I'd also planned way before that to start streaming on Thursdays because it works quite decently with my typical schedule, even though the schedule is quite dynamic. And we'll be able to play it on release day if everything goes well, and yeah, if we're able to play it instantly once it comes out. But it releases on Steam, so there's no like delivery time or any nonsense like that. So I think it will turn out fine. I'm not quite sure on how I want to approach the challenge, but I think I'll just try to finish each game in order as quickly as possible. I think that's a decent way to start this and start tackling it. Should I move this away? Like, now's the chance, I guess, to move it to the middle. Or move it one tile to the back. I think that's a good idea, isn't it? So I'm quite curious, and I'm very interested to play these older games, because I played the first one. I'd just like to see how it is, and honestly, it was more fun than I'd expected. I thought, like, okay, this is going to be very, very slow, and there's not a lot of mechanical depth to it. But then I figured out how the fusion system works, and I researched a little bit what combinations you can run and what cards could be good to kind of advance pretty quickly. And I had like a Flame Swordsman build, trying to get Flame Swordsman fusions out pretty quickly, and I beat the game rather fast that way, and it was a lot of fun, honestly. It didn't play exactly like Forbidden Memories. It had a similar vibe, but it wasn't the same, you know what I mean? It was different, had a different flavor. And I like that, and I know that the second Duel Monsters game and the third and all of these, they always make little changes to how the game works and how like which systems are in place for these games. So yeah, I do like that. Okay, now I need to think. I may remember seeing a screenshot of Shadi as a boss in the second Duel Monsters game. I also think it's not in the first one, but it's either in the second or the third, I think. But I'm looking forward for Dark Duel Stories, the Dunkle Duell. Yeah, okay. Amazing. I never played that one either, so because I never had Nintendo systems as a kid, I was always a PlayStation child, so I will have a lot of first experiences on pretty much all of these games, honestly, except for the very first one. So let me just think quickly. If I move... Yeah, he will get one attack off, but it's a win monster. It's not like the end of the world at all. And we will have to worry about the Wicked Dragon with the Ersatz head. Oh my god, what are these random German words in these monster names? Crazy. But I think I'll move it here and move the symbol away so that he does attack our Gate Guardian. Gonna make broken custom cards in that game. Wait, you can make custom cards in that game, or you're talking about like modding the software in the shape or form? Is that like a... Wait a minute. I think didn't I see that in like the third game? Das Dunkle Duell, the Dark Duel Stories? Is that a thing? Because now something is ringing in my head. Maybe it's something else that's ringing, but I hope not. Okay, we are able to one-shot this. Especially because it got damaged. He cannot use his Ersatz head to attack us. He'd also need 3 turns with the Shovel Crusher. But I don't think we can one-shot this monster right here. Okay, interesting. But I think we have to go for this. We'll just attack it. Yes, and Dark Duel Stories. Okay, yeah, I'm very curious to check this out. I know in the second game they introduced something similar as the Star Sign system, which was not present in the very first one. But then in the third one, apparently you can make your own cards and lots of other shenanigans. And I do think in the fourth one they also add something new. So, as I said, every game adds mechanics on top, and none of them play exactly like Forbidden Memories. So they're all a bit different in their own way, even though they're very similar in terms of structure and what you're supposed to do in like campaign progression or whatever. So honestly, a lot of people are pessimistic about the Elite Days collection, but I'm quite hyped because I never played any of them. Yeah, I'm hyped, and if it does well, who knows what that could hold for the future of Yu-Gi-Oh! Video game adaptations and remakes, re-releases, and all of that good stuff. I dream of the day that we get one of these, like Capsule Monster Coliseum, Duels of the Roses, a remake of one of these at some point in the near future. It would be so cool, wouldn't it? I think it would. Okay, let me see. What if we attack? Yeah, no. He could not retaliate. He could. Yeah, he could attack us with 2 monsters. I need another save slot for this. If I do this, 136. Yeah, it would be smarter to do it like this. And maybe I can bait him. I'll go for this strategy. I'll destroy Shovel Grabber because Shovel Grabber has a lot of mobility, three movements, like 3 field movement. And I'll try to bait him by placing our symbol here so he can use the Wicked Dragon to attack our symbol, and only the Scorpion to... Yeah, he does it, dude. Oh my god. He does it, okay. Yu-Gi-Oh! Really loves the random German words. Yeah, exactly. Look at the Japanese original names for Yubel. That monster from GX, they're all in broken German. Yubel? Is it just Yubel? Or is it completely different and it's some other German word? I didn't know that, actually. Thanks for the info. Like, there's so much weird trivia, especially if you look at original namings, like naming conventions. Yeah, crazy stuff. Why would it do that? I can't imagine. So what are we gonna do here? No. If I move here, he will not be able to follow us with the Scorpion. I think we have to do that and hope that he doesn't use his Ersatz Dragon to go for the shot. I'll just stay here with the symbol and hope that that's enough to distract him. Let's see if this works out. We both will okay at them and we'll say this name doesn't make much sense. We both will look at them and we'll say this name doesn't make much sense. It doesn't mean any. I mean, yeah, I don't know if you're talking about Yubel or about the Wicked Dragon, but this is not really an Ersatz head, is it? Because what if you chop one of them off, dude? I don't think that this creature would be in good health afterwards. Somehow I cannot imagine that. But I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. So I think... What's the most reasonable way to play this now? Honestly, I'll use save slot 0. I don't care at this point because I think we can crush Mokuba. I will go for the dragon with the Ersatz head and move our symbol 1 tile back. Because now he can move with the dragon to attack, so he won't attack our Gate Guardian. However, he cannot reach it with the Scorpion, so we still have our symbol in decent health. Oh, or we could just play it like this. I might just play it like this, honestly. Why? Because this thing can't do anything if we place our pieces accordingly. This thing will die just from the field effect, and we can survive another attack. And this thing is a one-shot, so that is exactly what we're gonna do. Yeah, but Yubel cards. Bell cards. Yeah, okay. Yubel. Yeah, I have to check out. Let me actually just quickly. I have a browser open on one of my other monitors. Original Japanese name. But it's just in kanji, I think. Let me just quickly check this. Japanese name. Now I need a Google Translate. Jesus, translate google.com. Oh my god. Please. This is Japanese, English, into German? Or is it like Yuberu? Or is it really just Yuberu? I don't get it. Maybe I misunderstood you, but I thought it's a different German word now. Yeah, whatever. doesn't really matter a whole lot. Like one of the Jubel cards is called Jubel das ewig liebe Wächter. What the hell? What the fuck? Das ewig liebe Wächter. That's insane. That's peak. That's freaking peak anime shit, dude. Das ewig liebe Wächter. There's so much wrong with that sentence or that name. I mean, if you take Liebe as an adjective, like as adjective, then it could make sense if you just swap out the article. But I'm not quite sure if that was that's what they were going for. I have no idea. Either way, I think it's safe to say that we can beat Mokuba quite confidently. Should we chase down the symbol for extra XP? I think we should. We'll, just for the hell of it, it will take a few more minutes, but I think it's worthwhile doing. Because what's he gonna do? As soon as we do this, our opponent is soft locked. Cannot attack our gate card and cannot attack our symbol. And this is why Mokuba is just horrendous at every game that he plays. That's just fact, dude. It's not like I chose the rules here, but we will just crush him. We will take all the XP that he has to offer. We'll squeeze him dry. Then I can already think about which opponent is next. Like, which one would make sense? Yeah, you just have to change the grammar a little, then that'd be good. Wächter as subject. Yeah, I mean die ewig liebe Wächterin or der ewig liebe Wächter, but I guess they wanted it to be a female thing, so... I mean, I don't really know the story implications of Yubel and Jaden because I never finished Season 3, let alone I've never seen Season 4 of the GX anime, which is a shame because I think things get pretty crazy in the last 2 seasons, or like the last season and a half. I probably need to check that out at some point. Regardless of that, which opponent are we picking next? I'm thinking maybe Weevil. He doesn't have light monsters. We can probably one-shot a few of his monsters at this point. I don't know if Gate Guardian will get another level up. Let's check the XP value. We have... Sorry. Oh my god. We have capability... Yeah, we'll level up from the symbol kill alone. And then gonna get some because we destroyed quite a few monsters. If we then finish off Weevil, we might even be able to one-shot some of Mice monsters, honestly, because our symbol will eventually level up. I don't know if it's gonna happen after this fight, but it will happen eventually. We are 3 points shy. Oh my god. It's okay. This will be very problematic if we were in a die situation, but we are not, of course. Hilarious. Yeah, honestly, this is one of the more hilarious names. Like, Azat's head is really tame in comparison, isn't it? Okay, 3. And we finished Mokuba. Next opponent down. How many more to go? 20, 19. Yeah, for any one of you who might have joined the stream a bit later... oh my god, I'm so sorry, I'm already tired. For any of you who might have joined the stream a little bit later, thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome. I hope you have fun. I hope you have at least a little bit as much fun as I have playing through this game. One of my childhood favorite games. YGO Capsule Monster Coliseum. A nice spin-off game. A little bit of a mix between chess and Yu-Gi-Oh! Something along those lines. And we're doing a very specific challenge. We're trying to beat the game only using one single copy of Gate Guardian. And so far it's going pretty good, honestly. The start of the game is quite tough because we started level 1, of course. And we had a few rough situations, but oh my god, we're 2 XP points shy of... I think we will be the next. I do think that, honestly. I think we will have to be the next one. Let me just quickly see. We don't need any capsules. Okay, so if we manage to beat Weevil next, what can we do afterwards? What can we possibly do? Sorry for this, I accidentally removed the full screen from the game. We're gonna save it. Over here, 19 more to go. If we can beat 4 more today, that would be so good. That would be honestly amazing. I think Marco, we'll save Marco for at least like the penultimate opponent of the stage. So we'll go for Weevil, then we'll go for Mai, I think. Or we go for Rex, because Rex is actually... I mean, Rex is difficult. He is an Earth type, so we have a hard advantage over him. However, he plays Thunder and Darkness monsters, which doesn't make any sense in terms of his symbol, but makes it difficult countering him as Darkness, because he has like 2 Earth monsters or something, and one of them is quite a beefy boss monster, so I don't think we're gonna do this first. I think we will go for Weevil, and we didn't even need save slots for our last opponent, which is quite nice. Let's just beat him up. I always have quite a vendetta against Weevil, because, as I mentioned earlier, in one of the first runs that I had in this game, I think even the very first run I had, back when I was like, how old must I have been back then? Like, I don't know, dude. It came out 2004. I must have been at least 6 years old, probably like 8 or 9 or something. Maybe even younger. And I did a water run in this game, and he destroyed the first monster during that run. So every time I fight Weevil, this is somewhat of a vendetta. I mentioned this in the Karibo challenge, and someone said I should do a run only using White Dolphin, which was the capsule at the time. It was my favorite monster in the team. It was like my boss monster, and he just got rid of it. Maybe I should take revenge and do like a White Dolphin challenge just to beat Weevil and then show him who's boss. The problem with that is, of course, White Dolphin is a water monster, and water monsters are notoriously weak and bad, as we already figured out last time, earlier, as we talked about it, so maybe let's not actually do that. Yeah, in the beginning of the set, it was Jaden's first favorite card, but later changing it to a Destiny thing. Kind of like Yugi and the Dark Magician. Okay, okay. Interesting. Is that a lot of seasons of the GX anime where they explain the connection with Jaden and Bell? Yeah, same, dude. Honestly, like, I have no idea. I know there's some weird, like, very weird relationship shenanigans between these two characters, but I just need to watch the anime at some point. I think it's actually quite cool. The English dub is very funny, but of course the 4th season is not translated, so let me just quickly think about his monsters, but none of Weevil's monsters have... none of them are limited to diagonal movement, so I think placing Gate Guardian anywhere will be fine. Let's just kick things off. Yeah. All the Earth monsters are beefy boys. So much PP. Yeah, they all have quite large PP. That is definitely a true statement. Thank you for pointing that out. I love that they chose PP over HP in this game. I just love it. It will never stop being funny for me. And this is the freaking problem. Why it's so bad that we're 2 XP points shy of having a level 2 symbol. I could have put 1 or 2 points into AP and we would still be able to move Gate Guardian at the start of the turn. Now we can't. We just can't do it, and that's ridiculous. We lose 1 turn on top of playing second, so we already lost a turn, essentially. I could load back and change that, but honestly, I don't want. I honestly do not want to. Yeah, so... let's summon the thing first, and now we have more plus AP. Now we can move it every turn at the very least, but it's difficult to rely on plus AP when you only play 1 monster. Yeah. What I find crazy about this game is that a lot of the soundtracks are like classical music or classically inspired music, like orchestral soundtracks. And often when that is the case, what happens is composers play it safe and they go for what we often call neoclassical elements that a lot of people who don't listen to a lot of classical music, also somewhat me included, recognize as sounding classical, like very easy phrases and recognizable things from famous composers. When you listen to this track, it's quite dissonant. It's not necessarily atonal or something, but it's quite dissonant. It's very eerie, mysterious, lurky, and it fits so well to this stage. Like, look at the aesthetics. It's nighttime. There's barely any light sources. It's in a deep forest. Like, it's perfect. It's so... If you have any time, like in the next few days, make sure to check out the OST of this game. I promise you, you will not regret it. It's so good. Okay, now let's head back to the game. I don't know which way to move our friend here. Let's just move it up and make a save state so we can now go back should we fail it. Oh my god. I still find it incredibly hilarious that Little Karibo, who created the abridged series for Yu-Gi-Oh, made Weevil and Rex sound like Beavis and Butthead. I didn't really grow up with Beavis and Butthead, I'm way too young for that, but I saw it on one of the television channels we had back in the day, and I don't know, I just find it so funny because I knew the characters, and it was just, especially back then when the whole abridged series thing was hyped, and a lot of other series were around and actively kicking. I don't know, it was very cool. I always enjoy that. I also enjoy the way that Yami beats up Weevil in the Orichalco's filler arc, also incredibly nice moments, and we are gonna save this to play slot 3. And let's go for his Cockroach Knight here. So we'll be able to get rid of Cockroach Knight the next turn, but he will move in with him to this spot. He will move his Shovel Crusher to this spot and attack. So we could move up here and attack Shovel Crusher instead, but we will get an extra attack. We will tank an extra attack no matter what, so careful on how we play this. But maybe it could be smarter simply because we might avoid more incoming attacks from Rootwater and Petite Mouth, so let's see. Let's check out what happens. But if fit the type, they end up in the actual show. You mean Weevil and Butthead, I was gonna say. Beavis and Butthead as Weevil and Rex. I mean, yeah, you can write they're like a bit too young, not extremely intelligent guys. Yeah, I can definitely see how it matches. Okay, maybe this is not exactly the best idea. Because if I destroy Cockroach Knight, we tank 2 blows, Rootwater and Shovel Crusher. We can get rid of Shovel Crusher, but we have to stay in range and probably tank a Rootwater attack. And I don't know if we can hold all of that, honestly. Oh my god. Wrong save file, sorry. Sorry for all of this. And what I will try to do now preemptively is I will try to bait one of the other monsters with a symbol and do something like this. Because if we do this quickly enough, we might be able to distract one of them and make sure that our Gate Guardian stays safe throughout the story. Yeah, and the Orichalco's arc. Yeah, we let it coming with that beatdown. It was revenge for throwing soda in the ocean for the first season. He did deserve quite a beating. And, I mean, he survived, so at the end of the day, was it really that hard? I don't know. Just kidding. Or maybe not, I don't know. He was definitely one of the more despicable characters in the show, by far, actually. Like, some characters are annoying just because they're, like, you know, they had a hard upbringing, or like, whatever, I don't know, whatever nonsense you can come up with, but Weevil was really just, he was just vile. He wanted to cause chaos and wanted others to suffer unnecessarily, like, I don't know. I was not a fan, but I think that's quite obvious. So, wait a minute. Is the difference between Cockroach Knight and Shovel... Actually, Cockroach Knight is way more dangerous. Because of Weevil, okay. But if I move this way, we will get attacked additionally. Like, we'll tank 3 attacks. If I stay here, we'll only... This is the best option we have. This is actually the best option we have. We'll just kind of proceed like this. Can you kill the larva? Gate Guardian has only 2 range. Yeah, he has only 2 movement range. He has 3 attack range, but yeah, it's lacking 1 diagonal movement range for sure. Oh, you mean attacking? Wait a second. How do you mean destroying the larva? You mean the Petite Mouth? I can attack the Petite Mouth, but if I do that, I get a blow from Cockroach Knight. I'll get attacked from Shovel Crusher here, and they will also attacked by the Larvae Moth here, you know, 1 diagonal tile. I think the best bet is still, as I just attempted, to destroy Cockroach Knight and tank 2 blows, because the Larva and the Petite Moth are too far away, and then see what the next turn gonna bring. That's okay. Okay, it's getting pretty tight. Oh, God. It's definitely getting pretty tight. We can survive one more attack, but depending on the monster, another one we will not survive. So I could gamble everything on this, and yeah, I meant attack range. Yeah, exactly. He has 3 attack range, but was enough to attack the larvae, just a petite moth in this scenario. I hate that I have to turn so much to view the chat. I wish the chat feature would just work in OBS the way it's supposed to. I'll make sure to do this. I'll make sure to make it work until the next stream. By the way, for those of you who are interested, I will stream probably at the exact same time next week on Thursday. So if you're interested and want to check out how this challenge will proceed, we will do more of that next week for sure. The week after, I'm not quite sure because, of course, the Early Days Challenge, Early Days Collection will drop. And I'll definitely focus on that for a while. But I also want to do this challenge on the side because, honestly, I'm having a lot of fun playing this on stream. And I hope you guys have some fun watching. And now the water monsters are powered up. But he took the bait. He double took the bait. Oh my god, he's a moron. Oh my god. Okay, oh my god, I didn't think about that at all. Maybe he's not... We're dead? What was I thinking? Huh? What the hell? What happened? What happened? Okay, I made a grave mistake. I thought you could attack through a cockroach. Yeah, sadly not. We don't have piercing damage in this game, but that would be a quite OP ability, I think, if we can somehow get our hands on that. But wait a minute. Did I move? Did I move Gate Guardian here? Did I really do that? I'll have to play back the stream and look at that, but what the hell? Why would I even do that? Oh my god. We are doing this.
Your luck's going to run out soon.
Because why would I ever want to move? That was very weird. I'm sorry for that. That was a very crazy. Can't get to see the stream next week, going out with friends on that day. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, you can, if that's something you like to watch on the side or even actively. I know I'm talking a lot. Maybe that's something that you enjoy. You'll be able to watch the VOD on the channel, and then you can join us the next time. But going out with friends is definitely important. Always make sure to pflegen your Sozialkontakte. to do social activities with your friends and family. It's very important, one of the more important things in life for sure, and also something that I think if you do it on a regular basis, it makes life just way easier and just yeah, more fulfilling. So always prioritize things like that. 46. Okay, so he will attack with Shovel Crusher, pretty sure, and he will destroy a symbol. But maybe he'll go for the symbol. He'll destroy a monster, not the symbol. But maybe he'll go for the symbol instead. And we can get away with doing things a little bit differently. Or... I mean, that now it really depends on what he wants. Because either way, he can get rid of it. I noticed that I'm starting to lose focus a little bit, but I'd really like to get these last few opponents down. That would be so nice. Okay, no, yeah, for sure. Spending time with friends is important. Yeah, for sure, of course. It really is, and you should always prioritize that. And the stream, as I said, you can watch the VOD, and there will be a lot more streams to come. I'd like to do this more regularly again. I did a few streams on my other YouTube channel where we played a horror game called Fear and Hunger. A lot of you probably heard about it. It had quite a hype a year ago on YouTube. We played the second Fear and Hunger game on stream, and it was quite funny, but I was very new to streaming, and I didn't know much about that game, honestly, so it was a bit difficult for me, and Capsule Monster Coliseum to me is just... I don't know, I feel like I know this game inside out, so I always have something that I can yap about endlessly, and something is telling me that I'm not gonna run out of anything to talk about here anytime soon. Okay, this challenge turns out to be decently easy. And I think we can pull it off like this. Okay, my controller shortly disconnected. Now we doing well. Now it's only one more monster. And he cannot attack neither our symbol nor our Gate Guardian. So far so good. After this, we will get our symbol leveled up. We will get more AP, I'll make sure of that. And I have just to figure out how much AP we get. I want at least 1 point in the attack strength, because we need to start doing more damage. We can't keep not one-shotting these monsters that are shy of 200 PP. Like, that's ridiculous. If that continues, we have no chance in the late game just playing one monster. Yeah, I need to go for this monster. I don't think we have the resources to really... I don't think we have the resources to really make any other decisions right now, because... Wait a minute. Okay, we're fine. Everything is okay. Everything is good. For a moment I thought that if we didn't have enough PP on a symbol left... Oh no, dude! This sucks. I can tell you that this sucks, but it's okay because we can do this, and he has to follow us. He just has to. He has to go either way, and then we can just get him with our Gate Guardian. If he doesn't, if he like hesitates for one turn, we have more AP, and we can just shield Gate Guardian, and then we can run in and just destroy it without getting any damage. So it will be okay. Yeah, I feel that it is streaming in my younger years, and the beginning is always the most awkward time. Oh, really? You also stream? That's amazing. What games did you stream? Did you even stream gaming? Did you stream any other activity? I mean, nowadays I think non-gaming streams are also quite popular, but since you're sitting in my stream right now, I figure it's probably something a bit more similar to what we're doing right here. And we will goes down, ladies and gentlemen. It was quite a hassle. He did put up quite a strong fight, but ultimately we remain victorious. One more down, 18 more to go. Is that right? Yes, that's right. Mokuba down, we will down. I think next up... Should we try Mai? I'm not sure. Maybe we'll try Mai. Okay, now this is a very... Like, I'll use save state slot 0 for this, because we might need to go back at some point. And I'll try not to override it next time. 176. Let me just quickly check Gate Guardian and the level up progression. Oh, I think we've had a few viewers join in the last 20-30 minutes. For all of you who joined the stream recently, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you had fun watching this Capsule Monster Coliseum challenge run. We're having a blast so far. We already defeated 7 opponents. Next time I have to like make an overlay on the stream so we can like cross out the opponents that we already beat. Now we have 7 opponents down, 18 more to go. We'll probably do 2 more today, and then my voice is likely going to be screwed up for a couple of days. But if you enjoy watching the stream, if you're interested to watching it again or later, this will of course be saved as a VOD on this YouTube channel, Dino, so you can just go on the channel under the live tab, you can check out the VOD. Should you miss a stream, you can also check it out later. I'll try to stream every Thursday now, quite regularly. We'll see how that goes. And of course, we'll stream the Early Days collection for the old Yu-Gi-Oh games that drops in exactly 2 weeks. So if you have time in 2 weeks' time, make sure to visit this channel right here again, because things are gonna get very nostalgic and retro. So with that being said, I need Gate Guardian in Capsule Monster Coliseum. Quickly check the stat distribution. Okay. With 176, we'll have enough AT to always support moving just Gate Guardian. Even at level 9, he will not surpass this. He'll have 168 AT. And his plus AP slightly increases, but it's really not noteworthy. So we'll have 19, like 18 and then 19. So with 18, we sit at 194. That's not a lot, so moving the symbol along is probably going to be very difficult. If we have this plus 19, well, let's say it's probably going to be 18, yeah, plus AP. So we have 219 AP, 50 for symbols. That leaves us with, oh my god, I have to calculate on stream, dude, Jesus. That's 179, right? And what does that... No, that's 169, actually. Isn't it? That would be crazy good, actually. Because with 169... Okay, I need to calculate this. 169 plus 50 is 219. If we give base AP, if we push base AP to 201, and we add the plus 18, like the 18 plus AP from Gate Guardian that he already has, and will have until level 9, the max level, we have just enough to move a level 8, or like a level 9 Gate Guardian, and move our symbol on top of that every single turn. So that would be pretty good. So the only question now is, do I need this second base AP upgrade now? Or is it enough if we do one and wait on the next symbol level up and put 2 points into effect strength? Because this will make our this will make our Gate Guardian hit much harder, and it will make it beefier. And somehow I'm thinking this might be the better choice here, honestly. Somehow I'm thinking that. Let me just quickly see, because of course the higher the level the Gate Guardian is, the more it gets affected by the effect strength stats. So these two stats kind of scale together with each other, and somehow exponentially, maybe exponential is the wrong word, but I hope you know what I mean. And I wasn't able to read the chat. Do we have anything new in the chat here? Yeah, I did gaming during the start of Twitch streaming. The first Slenderman game was still pretty new. Wow, okay, then you've been in the game for quite a while. That's amazing to see, dude. Like, at the start of the Slenderman hype, I can just barely remember that. I think I was in middle school when that was a thing. I rarely streamed some Skyrim gameplay after I did some massive modding sessions. Fantastic games, some are forever games. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I have to make a... how do you say that? I have to be quite honest here and say that I've never played a Bethesda game. I played Fallout New Vegas. I tried 3 times to get into it, and I just couldn't figure out what to do and have fun in the first few hours, and then I just said, okay, I'm gonna probably try this for another time when I'm in the mood for this. But I know they're great games, and I'll have to check them out at some point. Just couldn't get around to doing it until now. Does the symbol even buff GG's attack? Doesn't the symbol just buff defense? No, dude, no. As far as I know, and I'm pretty sure about that, it buffs stats based on the elements you play. So if you play Dark, the buffs that your symbol inflicts on your capsules, on your darkness capsules, are more PP and more attack, I think. I could be wrong, but it's definitely not defense, because, and we'll see that in a second. It should be attack and PP for darkness, I'm pretty sure. Let me just figure this out. This AP would be enough to move just Gate Guardian on turn 1, the way that we had it up until this battle. It would also be enough, but it would not be enough with the plus AP to move Gate Guardian and the symbol, except maybe not even at level 6. Not even at level 6. Not even at level 5, which we already surpassed. So this is a thing of, do I want more stats and higher attack now, against always being able to move the symbol and... What enemies we have? What upcoming enemies? We have some Karibos. We might be able to one-shot Karibos if I put 2... I think I'm going to go with this. I don't want to waste too much of your time. I will just go with this, and we'll roll with it and how it goes. So we'll save this on slot 0, and we'll move to slot 1 so we don't overwrite it. We don't need any of Weevil's monsters, and we proceed to opponent number 8. We're going to save this at GG, save file called GG. God. You can set a save state and test it out in the next stage. Yeah, actually, we'll just do that, and we will hop back should things not go well. But I'm confident, honestly. So far, it's not as easy as the Karibo challenge, but so far we had, let's put it this way, we had a few less rocky moments than the Exodia challenge, I can tell you that much. Next up is Mai, and I'm very curious. I am very, very curious how this is going to go. This stage has one of my favorite OSTs from this. Just shortly for the music, and I hope we don't get any copyright problems, but I don't think. I think we'll be fine. Listen to this. It's so nice. So
you
good.
finally came, Yugi.
The voice acting, dude.
My, just to let you know.
It's so good. I don't know. Something about this very dancey melody is so good. It's so nice. Okay, let's see. We will just reload this because what the hell? What happened? Oh my god! I accidentally disabled the frame limiter. That's not what I wanted to do. Turn off the speed up. Yeah, like the speed up is criminal for the music. It's such a shame because if there was somehow a tool that could run the audio files separately on the in-game cues, but the gameplay could run twice the speed, that would be amazing. But I think even if that was possible, and like possible in the sense that it wouldn't ruin the game, it would be probably so complicated to pull off that it really isn't worth. Let's enjoy the music just a few more seconds. There's one of her monsters that I need to be careful about. But I'll place it in the middle because she will come in waves and we just have to take her monsters head on. We cannot move around them. There's no space to move in. Let me just quickly turn this off. Yeah, the OST's new games are really good. That's actually true. Like, when you take a listen at Forbidden Memories music, Duels of the Roses actually has... It's not necessarily better than this game's OST, but it's more unique in the sense that the sound design is completely different. The approach is different. This is more orchestral, classical inspired. The other one is very, very fusion inspired. And I love that. It has so many bangers, like the Versus Yorkist music, the Versus Lancastrian's music, Sato's Arrival, Marco's theme in Duels of the Roses. These are so good. They are at least on the level of this track. Let's just say they're on the same level, because this track also freaking rocks. Okay, Gate Guardian is out, and let's do something like this. Save state. Scratch my ear quickly. I'm so happy that I finally came around to streaming this game, or streaming on this channel in general, because I wanted to do this for months now. And I was thinking about what game am I going to play and when am I going to do this, and I've been so busy with university and work-related things, and some other, like, musical-related things. And, which is all great, you know, I'm glad I have enough work, and I'm glad that these other projects are going well, but this is a bit of a passion project, even though I'm a musician at heart, and I always will be. I don't know, I just have a soft spot for some of these nostalgic games. How are we gonna do this? He will move in with this one quite quickly. I don't know, I think we'll just move onto this spot and we'll figure things out as we go. The deck building menu, you mean in Forbidden Memories or in Duels of the Roses? Probably Duels of the Roses. I don't remember that at all. I've used some of them in my videos as background music, but not that one. Maybe it's really good and I just forgot about it. Okay, this thing will go as far as here. Wait a minute, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can we get there? What? Okay. I hope fighting Mai at this point was not a mistake. She has... I forgot that she has more monsters than other characters. Not too few. Definitely not, but we could use the SPA here. Is there any monster that can attack us? Yes. Of course there is. Of course there is.
Hurry up.
Yeah, God, dude, shut up. I'll try to bait this attack on the symbol and then try to quickly destroy that monster. But she's a wind type, and the wind monsters, they have high defense rates, so I don't think we can punch at any of them. Maybe this fight is too difficult for us at this point. Oh my god, we're not far away at all. So if we happen to not really succeed in this fight, we could still... We could... I cannot move away, can I? Not really, I just have to... Did he hear?
I can't.
Oh my god, shut up. Maybe this is okay, positioning
I
wise.
guess tonight is lit.
Oh, you mean in the Capsule Monster Coliseum? Wait, the deck building? Oh, you mean when you choose the monsters before the fights? Yeah, that's also quite nice, but it's not one of my favorites, honestly. It doesn't really hit the same vibe that sort of the... Like, I love Rex's theme, I love Mai's theme, I love Shadi's second stage theme. There's so many great ones, honestly. I'm not sure, but doesn't Falsepan Kingdom reuse a lot of Duels with Roses? I have not played a single second of Falsepan Kingdom in my life. And I'm very curious to find out how that game is. But currently, as of now, I have no idea. I've heard some people say it's very, very good. It's exactly a nostalgia trip that I have when I play Capsule Monster Coliseum, but some other people also said it's not very good. So I don't quite know what to think of it. Let me just quickly figure out how we are going to... Let's do it like this. Checking in on the stream. Stream is doing good. The quality is there. I hope you guys can hear me nicely. Should I move away too far from the microphone? Make sure to tell me so that I can be sure that you guys always have nice audio experiences. Now things are getting spicy. Now things are very spicy. Okay, we can one-shot non-high defense monsters when they have 200 PP. God. The Harpy will attack our Gate Guardian for sure. But I almost think that we need to do this. Oh, we will tank 2 attacks here. That's not good. But look at this. Quite substantial PP gain and attack gain as well. That's pretty good. It will not be enough to one-shot this monster. Okay, we will not... I thought the Azat's Dragon will be able to reach us, but that's not the case. That's amazing. Okay. Maybe we'll be able to stay safe. It's really slow. Falsepan Kingdom is really slow, so whenever we play it on stream, we'll play it in double speed. That's okay, we already used to that. With a lot of hidden monsters, so it gets used rather quick. Okay, sounds a bit dreadful, but I'm definitely gonna check it out, because why would we not? Oh my god, look how close we are to one-shotting this. Isn't that ridiculous? Honestly, I think this could be a decent spot to stay on. What do you guys think? Because my way of thinking, TG got no defense buff from that level up. Yeah, exactly. Darkness monsters don't get defense buffs at all. Like, it really depends on the symbols. I think water and light get defense buffs, wind for sure also. I don't know if wood get... Like, there's one element in the game that gets like 3 stats buffed instead of 2. Like, Fire and Thunder only get attack, pretty much. They don't get PP buffs, they don't get defense buffs, as far as I remember. So they only really get attack as a net positive. And Earth gets PP and maybe also defense. So it's a bit similar to Light. And I think Water and Wind... I'm not sure, but something along those lines. So we will probably tank... We can only tank 1 blow the next turn from all monsters combined. Okay, that was a very good move. Yeah, that was a very good. I don't like to tap myself on the shoulder, but this was a really good move. It could still be meaningless because the damage from the Harpies does a lot. It does crazy amounts, and this is not looking good. I will say that much. We're not on grid with the other one. That's good. But I think as soon as she smells that she can destroy us in 1 turn, she'll ignore the symbol completely. So if we move it here, I think this is the only thing that I can try realistically. I'll just use save slot 5 now. Okay. Oh, I can't even move the symbol. Okay, that's really bad. We could be dead in the turn after. I think we're dead regardless of what happens now. Okay, this was a bit of a fail. However, we might be able to do something. We might be able to do something else. Let me check. Okay, let's not do might, because that might have been a bit too much for the beginning. What does GG special ability do? Does it only do damage, or does it buff? No, it actually puts a block on Gate Guardian that blocks one whole attack, but it takes a turn to pull off. So, could we have used that somewhere? I don't know. Let me maybe just shortly. Let's load back into Mice fight. Let me try something different. Maybe we can turn this around if we play differently. Actually, let me pull it back to this point of the game. Or should we go for Marco first? Because now we might be able to two-shot Happy Lovers. With the attack value and the effect strength we got now. I'd be more curious to find that out than to try another duel against Mai, honestly. So let's just do it. Save a bit of time. Yeah, but his special ability is basically Karibo, just worse. Interestingly enough. Gate Guardian also moves the same way Karibo does. It just has one more tile in attack range, so it's really just like an upgraded, evolved Karibo. But the special ability is worse because it can only block itself. On the other hand, though, this is completely irrelevant for this challenge, so in that sense, it's an upgraded Karibo for all things that matter to us. Attack first, very important. Very important. Okay. Okay. We will still rock the same strategy. I think now we have much better chances. Gate Guardian. Nice. In the middle. Does that make sense? Because if this thing is summoned... 4, 1, 2, 3, 4... So if it moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, we could be on that tile and attack it. Yes, we'll just stick to that. Okay. Maybe spend the second turn. Yeah, we could do that. I think we will have to do this essentially here, but I think with the stat increases that we got from fighting Weevil, we could actually do this. Because leveling up the symbol, as I said, it can have a significant impact, so we cannot underestimate that at all. So we'll just save the AP. The question becomes, no, we don't move the symbol now because we can still rack up plus AP and we won't lose anything in the process. As long as you don't max out, we don't lose any, which is important. We need everything we can get for this fight. Yeah, so this is the reflection ability. It will neutralize one attack once, so it's just a carbon copy of the Karibo ability. However, if Root Water engages early, it was probably worthwhile to go for that one first, but I don't think this will happen. They will arrive at very similar times, which does make it even more dreadful to fight this opponent. Save slot number 4. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's try it this way. Happy Lovers will move 4 tiles for sure if we'll use the maximum range, and then we can sneak around the other way where we're far... Oh my god, what? I'm shook. But honestly, you know why this might not be too bad? This might give us the opportunity for a different strategy. Maybe, just maybe, we can move around his monsters. We can... Possibly we can actually do this. And with the shield that we have up right now, Maybe we can sneak around. Get rid of that one happy lover. Let me go for slot 6 and save this one right here. Maybe we can do that. Let's see how Marco responds. So for those of you who have checked into the stream a little bit later, again, thank you so much for checking out the stream. Thanks for joining us here. We're having a blast playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monster Coliseum for the PlayStation 2 in double speed because the game is slow as hell. We fought Marco before, but sadly we failed. We were a bit shy of getting to his symbol before this army of monsters snagged our symbol away. We are doing the Gate Guardian challenge, which is basically a self-imposed challenge that I decided on using just one copy of a fresh level 1 0 XP Gate Guardian from the start of the game and trying to beat the whole game with it, except for the first duel because that was physically not possible due to numbers and stats. Is he just gonna stay here and try to block this? Why is he not moving? Come on, Marco, do something. Come on. Okay, he somewhat ignores us. I think we will be able to one-shot his symbol here. I'll just risk it now. I'm not even gonna save state. Please don't put your happy lover back. He doesn't. He ran out of AP. Even if you did want to do it, he would not. And is this over? Yes! Oh my god! Oh my god! We got him! We freaking got him! Nice. Amazing. Hype, hype, hype. Kind of funny how being a slow game is kind of trend in Yu-Gi-Oh games. Yeah. Quite interesting, isn't it? I don't know why they set the animation speed so low. It's really not necessary. It's not like it makes the game more difficult to play. Forbidden Memories is quite slow. Duels of the Roses also with the animations. They all benefit from at least a little bit of a speed increase. Don't even know a quick Yu-Gi-Oh game. Even... You mean a quick Yu-Gi-Oh game? Even Willy Breakers to beat Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's racing game was not that fast. Yeah. GGGG. Yes, indeed. Good game. Gutes Spiel. Guten Spiel. I could pretend that I don't know German and I could just say random German words in a very, very weird dialect. Would that be funny or would that be cringe? It would probably be extremely cringe, right? But maybe I'm getting too old to separate what's cringy and what's funny. Or maybe it's just both. 17 to go. We have 8 opponents cleared. And now I'm not sure, honestly. Maybe it would be time to go after Rex. I think this is something that I definitely want to try, that I still want to attempt today. Depending on how this goes, we might do another Mai attempt, and then I'll have to see how my voice and my throat are doing. Yeah, shoutouts to all the other viewers. Even though I'm extremely appreciative of Marquise here engaging with me in the chat. Also, shoutouts to everyone who's a silent observer on the stream. I appreciate every single one of you. It matters so much that every one of you is here and joining me in this pursuit of beating CMC with Gate Guardian only. Now we're gonna attempt fighting Rex, and we are so close to clearing stage 2, which is a bit of a soft goal that I set for this stream, for this day, and I'd be extremely happy if we were able to do this. The later opponents will all get somewhat slower, probably, because they'll play stronger monsters. The maps are gonna get tighter in some occasions, so it's all gonna get interesting. But at the same time, we will level up increasingly, especially our symbol effect rate, so we might be able to balance that out if we play it smart. So we can one-shot this. The moment this gets out, or Shovel Crusher, the moment one of them is in range, we can one-shot this, 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 and this. Probably Torak as well at this point, especially if we get another level up by destroying the others. I don't think we can one-shot Larvas. Oh, sorry, Torak also, he gets the power-up from Earth symbol, so he gets his PP increases in size. So it's gonna be tricky. We're not gonna be able to one-shot these two, but some of the other ones for sure. So what are we gonna do here? Where do we place the symbol? I can't place it that far in the back. We need them to try and go after it. Maybe here. And maybe Gate Guardian. Like, I'm imagining the Scorpion will move to the front and then to the side probably, and then maybe again to the front. If it happens to be there, Gate Guardian could be in a good position here. Just saying. Listen to this.
It's time to start.
Just like the Japanese Yubel cards being just grammatically incorrect. Yeah, that's it's not even cringy, isn't it? It's quite adorable, and it's kind of cool. I almost feel appreciated speaking the language that random words are appearing in other contexts. Okay, I love this soundtrack. Okay, enough of that. Time to speed things up. Can I play? Sorry. Yeah, okay. Amazing. So, Rex, as I said, typically an Earth opponent would be pretty good to play against as Darkness, and we will see that in Stage 3 if we make it there, but I think we will at some point. Because, of course, Odeon is waiting in Stage 3, and he's the last Earth opponent of this game, which is quite sad, but it's okay. And Rex plays 3 Earth monsters, so we don't really get a clear representation of what this element is capable of, but he plays Thunder and Darkness for some reason. Like, it's quite weird. I'd really like to know the reasoning for this, but I don't think we'll find out anytime soon. So now we'll have to decide whether we use the special ability or not. It will heavily depend on how he moves his Scorpion, but he doesn't do it. He plays it safe, which is honestly quite smart, but we'll also play it safe and put up a shield for incoming attacks and then see what he's up to next. I think he'll move it to the front next, but he'll move in with a lot of pieces now. So let's just think this through. Kariba will be here, Scorpion will be here, so we will, if we attack in this lane, we'll attack Kariba first. Second Kariba is here, Shovel Crush is either here or down here, so if I move on this tile to attack, we are exposed to Shovel Crusher attacks. We are exposed to Kariba attacks, but that's pretty much it for the turn after. So 2 attacks, one of them will be blocked. I think we're pretty safe. If his Scorpion moves here, the next turn, it depending on if the slot is free, which probably will be, we'll box it free, he'll move to the front and try to attack 2 tiles diagonally onto this one. We can prevent this by moving away, but I don't think I want to do this just yet because it might have an impact on how he plays this. But I can't move Gate Guardian yet because then he'd get a free attack with one of his Karibos, and we do not want that to happen. So we'll just save to slot 5. Marquis says, I can imagine that GG ability gets really important. The amount of monsters per duelist will increase more and more, and without substantial defense buffs, GG will die rather quickly, I think. Honestly, I have one fight in mind that, again, I spoil a little bit of the Exodia run. I'm not going to say how, to which degree, but one fight was very interesting in that run. Quite a few fights. One was the second Pegasus fight, one was the second Ishizu fight, and one was the Merrick fight, the first one. I'm not going to tell you which is which, but some of these fights were very, very difficult with one single piece, even with a strong special ability. So, yeah. Okay, so what happened? He did not attack. He moved a bit differently than I had anticipated, but still, regardless of any of that, he can attack with this one, can he? Yes, he can. So we'll get 1 attack, 2 attacks, 3 attacks. This does hurt quite a lot. Maybe I can distract him. What if we... Put R symbol, and now I need to use the slaves at the save slots, really. Because he might choose to send in Shovel Crusher and maybe even the other Karibo attack. So it's a symbol, and those are the only two that he can use on a symbol. Then we could block the Mon Larva's attack
Do you feel?
with the special ability, and then, yes, that's what I figured. And of course, he doesn't really have a lot of attack power on either of these monsters because both Darkness and Thunder are weakened by Earth because they are complete opposites. So this will not be that troubling as I had initially thought. I completely forgot about that when you play an element that is disadvantageous to the monsters you place in the field, they also get negative results from that. So we can one-shot this one, probably not that one, but that's okay. Completely okay. I think we'll do this. I could even move in because that would mean that he cannot attack both with Shovel Crusher and Thorak, and I think I'll actually do this. Because that means one less attack on a symbol, even though they don't do crazy damage. Oh, okay. My bad. Didn't think about that. So it's not one less attack on a symbol, but at least one fewer attacks in general. But that might have been a bad decision because now a symbol is very susceptible to further damage. That might have been a stupid play, honestly. Because we cannot one-shot this fella, so we are not doing this. Instead, I could move further back. We will still follow with Shovel Crusher and Karibo, I think. But if I do this... Okay, he can still use the Scorpion, so I would much rather do this. So now his Mon Larva's here, his Earth Monster can only attack our Gate Guardian, not the symbol, and that's completely fine because... Oh geez, because of course it's still at full health, so we don't have to worry about a thing, and this looks way more healthy, doesn't it? Okay, so let's see what we can do here. We can get rid of Shovel Crusher. We can tank one more blow from Earth Monster, that's fine. But I could also just move back. Sadly, we cannot move back there. Oh, we only... I know that's not something I think. Oh, jeez. It's, I don't know. This is not all too great. Because this thing will get attacked twice by these two, regardless of where I move. So... Okay, that's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. If I move it here, though, we still move further away from the other one. How am I going to proceed then, is the question. He will move Thorak to this spot and the Scorpion to this spot. I can move the symbol behind my Gate Guardian. I can move Gate Guardian here, but that will not protect it. Okay, we're getting in a bit of a finicky situation here. I can see that. Damn it. I did not consider that this would become so difficult. Where are the save states? I clicked somewhere else. Not good. Save slot 9. Come on. Let us succeed, please. If this takes a bit longer, this might even be the last fight of today. I'll really have to see. But, oh my god, 103 damage. That's way too much, honestly. That's not good at all. That is so not good. I think we're dead. I think he got us. He got us. Oh my god. We have to move back. We have to move back and we have to play this different. I'm wondering if rushing the opponent's symbol is a valid strategy in this map. I also thought about that, and I have to think more about it because could be.
Can you beat him,
His
Yugi?
monsters are not particularly mobile, except for his, like, like the one that's furthest in the back. But there's a lot of pieces to walk around, you know what I mean? Maybe I should have started moving back a bit earlier. Like, what if we did like this? You get one attack on the symbol? Maybe not even. Let me just change the save slot again. We will get quite a few attacks on Gate Guardian, but on the other hand, Gate Guardian is very mobile. I might be able to escape, like, in this direction and then attack. I don't know. I'm getting a bit tired of thinking so much about moves, like thinking ahead. It's definitely a game that you don't notice it, but it takes quite a toll on your focus and your concentration.
I thought this would be my toughest duel in the tournament, but I guess I was wrong.
Okay. We can figure this out. We can figure this out for sure. Like, look how small the damage is that Karibo does to Gate Guardian. Like 66 from Shulker. For some reason I was more scared of Gate Guardian tanking too many blows, but I'm starting to doubt this is gonna happen. Now if I could somehow bait a few of these attackers going this way. Save slot 7. What if we move this way? Karibo will try to attack here, or like Shovel Crusher would if we left enough space. Could we one-shot Torak? No, we cannot, of course. Excuse me. This way, Monlovers cannot attack either of them. Karibo and Shovel Crusher will probably go for the symbol, and I have one thing out of the way, and Torak cannot attack. I think this is a pretty decent play. We get very few attacks, and we get them spread out quite nicely, because the last two attacks went directly to Gate Guardian, and these two will go directly to the symbol. This might be a better strategy, and okay, no, he spreads them even better for us. Come on, Rex, spread them for us. Spread them good. Okay, now, like, honestly, now we could just do this. Or, like, move here and just try to escape. But I don't think this is a particularly great strategy. I think what I would like to do here is we get rid of Karibo, one attack, one less piece to worry about, one fewer attacker. We move one tile to this side because then Shovel Crusher can still reach us, will not join in on attacking Gate Guardian, so Gate Guardian can live a little bit longer. And Torak cannot reach either of our pieces. But it's getting close again. It's getting particularly close and dangerous because of these incoming attacks all the time. We can survive 2 more, then it's done. Yes, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to see, and we got it. Because now, honestly, it really depends on the behavior of Rex and the AI, but if I attack into this thing, what's gonna happen? He cannot attack with this, but he cannot one-shot our Gate Guardian. He cannot even triple-shot it with Shovel Crusher. I don't think he'll go for it. So if we do this, I think this is smart. I hope I won't eat my words here. We move away from Torak once again. But is that the right direction? No, I think this is the better direction. Okay. He follows exactly as we intended. Okay, that is very interesting. We get somewhat of a free hit, I suppose. Let's move to slot 5 or something like that, so we can still reset if necessary on slot 4. And we will move our symbol here accordingly. We can kind of play around this tree. This serves us very well. And we can still escape a bit further with our Gate Guardian. Now we'll get rid of his Larvas. Ooh, but we have to... oh my god. We'll probably have to tank one blow, one way or another. But maybe not, maybe not. Maybe if we do it like this. There is a chance that you could insta-kill a symbol because of the attribute advantage. I mean, I would one-shot it guaranteed. I was just worried about how can I get there, because two-headed King Rex, even though they have a disadvantage against our element, would do enough damage to make it very dangerous, because I can't attack back. A lot of PP would probably be risky and risk losing a symbol in process. So I think overall this was the strategy to go for. And if things play out the way that I would like right now, I think we have a decent shot at making this. We'll just try to keep Torag attacking our symbol or chasing our symbol now. And our symbol can survive exactly 2 blows. Which is amazing, because now we can... it's so sad that we can't one-shot this.
Whatever.
And then we could, Gate Guardian could do a triple over here. And we have... then we'd end up with a very fragile symbol. We'd end up with a pretty fragile but still survivable Gate Guardian. We could put a block on Gate Guardian until this thing arrives. I think this might be the play to win this game. It's insane how close these games are at stage 2. Like in a lot of the other challenges, the difficulty was in the early stage, like on the first few opponents, and then it got substantially easier until like stage 3, 4, 5, you know, depending on the challenge. But here, stage 2 is very, very interesting. We really have to play smart to figure out the most efficient moves, and I do like that. I'll just end it there. Let's see how these will continue to develop. Okay, 3. He doesn't even move, dude. Okay, I think that's a free win at this point. We can surely two-shot him, and he cannot two-shot us, so especially if we get in the first attack in, this is game over. I think we did it. I genuinely think we did it. Does he have 1 attack range? Yeah, amazing. 1, 2, 3. This is done. This fight is over. Rex is done. Yeah, we can two-shot him. Amazing. Nice. This is a guaranteed win. Oh my god.
It's time for
People, we did it. We did it, and we did it. Now it's just a question of whether it makes sense to attempt Mai one more time, because now Mai is the final opponent in here. We could not have delayed a fight any further. It's also a difficult fight, but it might take quite a bit of theory crafting to figure out a win against her, and I'm not sure if my voice is going to handle that all too well, honestly. So, do we get a level up? Please give me a level up. Oh, it's not enough. Okay. Sadly. No monsters. So what has changed for Mai? Do we have a higher level symbol than the first time? I don't think so, right? We already had that when we tried to beat Mai. Gate Guardian is 1 level higher, but does that really make a difference? I don't think so. This could be very challenging. It could be enough though, in order to clear out. Let's just give this a quick try, just to see how things develop. Because if we were able, if we were to destroy her fire monsters initially, and also maybe the Ersatz Hand Dragon, we could pull this off, I think. So I need to find a way to do exactly that. And that becomes the question of, is this something that we can pull off? I mean, if we don't find a way, this challenge is over. That would be quite a shame. Plus we're attacking first. we're gonna get that. We are gonna get that shield up. I think also last time we were not attacking first, so we had few opportunities to set up and get things going. So just quite quickly, save slot 2. Where is the diagonal moving one? It's this one. So if I'm on this corner, I'm safe. Great to know. So we could be here. Yes. Then move here. But is that really something we want? Here, and then we could move here. I think this is better. Do you want to separate the symbol? No, I really don't want that, I think. Let's put the symbol here and put Gate Guardian there. Now this is save slot 2. And now we can move to save slot 3. Okay. We're gonna give this a short attempt, and if we don't make it, then I'll have to call it quits. We're not gonna do any modded Forbidden Memories today, sadly, because, again, I feel a lot of fatigue on my voice, and I really don't want to blow it out. I also have to teach tomorrow again, so gotta be cautious. And, of course, tomorrow is Valentine's Day, so there's also some fun activities planned. And then it's weekend, so enough opportunities to ruin my voice further, so just gonna try to stay cautious and healthy. We will move the symbol, and then we'll skip moving Gate Guardian just so we can get the block early, and then figure out what we want to do. And I think at this point we can save on slot 3, and we can move to slot 4. I'll just keep it there, why not? I don't think we need to move that. Imagine we were able to finish this in like the next 10 or 15 minutes. We just beat the first 2 stages in under 4 hours. Just using Gate Guardian, that would be insane. That would be truly insane. Okay, again, we're gonna leave the symbol. Let's take a quick look here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can we one-shot this thing now? I generally hope we can, but I'm not too sure. The next turn will show. This is quite important. Slot 4, please. Thank you. Okay. Slot 4. I'm also getting tired from sitting so long. Please, pray with me that this is enough to defeat this monster. Okay, this is gonna be a tough one. But it's still okay, you know why? Because this thing will not reach us very quickly. Yeah, this is slot 5 for sure. I think we'll go for this. We'll tank 1 blow. Wait, but what if we go for this? Then this thing will attack us. I think we need to get the first attack going as quickly as possible. And I think we'll move our symbol a little bit closer as well. Just as an incentive for the other monsters to not focus Gate Guardian.
I guess tonight is ladies' night.
Okay. That is fine. Oh, the harpies are coming, and they move so quickly, it's insane. So now what we could do is... Oh, we cannot attack the fire monster, which is a bit of a shame. But honestly, it's alright. There's a slot 6 for sure. I think we'll just go for this. Like, what else are we supposed to do? Level up. Nice. Maybe now? 4 more points. We actually were missing 6 points, but... Does this have any interplay with the effect rate? I have no idea. But didn't we have like 241 attack with 242? Now we have 251, so that would be like 9 or 10 points more.
You snooze,
if I didn't read it wrong. So that would have been enough to beat over the Wind Monster. That is interesting. We'll keep that in mind as a backup strategy. But now we're gonna keep it. Of course, that's a given. That is a given. And he cannot attack with either of them yet. That's amazing. Okay, now we could get rid of either, and we could actually move further towards the back. Not sure if that's smart, but we'll just use slot 7. No, so close. Yeah, I was really close. That one. Sorry, I'm a bit delayed with reading the chat. As I said, I'm streaming is more exhausting than you would think. I mean, I already know this. I did it before, but still, it can be quite a hassle. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's just move it back here. Save slot 8. Maybe that was stupid. I'm not sure. But let's see what they have to offer. If I do this, Gate Guardian will die very soon, very quickly. But maybe not if I do this.
Are you trying to annoy me?
Oh my god, it took me 5 seconds for this turn. Jesus, woman, calm down. And I did not mean that in a misogynistic way. Sorry if it sounded off. How are we going to do this? How are we... Okay. This is how we're going to do this. Damn it! Oh my god, this is so good. This level up from Gate Guardian, that was, in Austria or in Germany we would say, das hat geschmeckt. It was tasty. It was so freaking tasty because now we can one-shot any one of them. And this gives us so much freedom because now I can really plan ahead how these are gonna move and how we be able to tackle them. This thing is a bit annoying, but I'll place it here. It could tank 2 attacks, sure, but that's too much damage. But what if I get rid of one of them? Maybe this one. And then I place the symbol here. So this harpy will probably move in to attack the symbol. The dragon will move, the harpy will move here. Then I can move over there. I think we will probably do this. I should have checked if this monster is really stronger than the harpies because I'm not quite sure. 169. 117. Because that would be a horrendous choice, and it is a horrendous choice. Oh my god. So we are definitely doing this instead. This is what we're doing. But I'm not sure if this is enough to distract all 3 monsters of attacking our 8 Guardians, because the other 2 don't have a choice. And this could destroy our Gate Guardian. If, oh my god, she's gonna do it. She's gonna destroy our Gate Guardian. God damn it. What the hell? Oh no, the fire monster's too weak. It wouldn't have been enough. Okay, this is exactly what we needed. This is freaking exactly what we needed. Oh my god. Oh my god. But is this enough? Is this really... This really comes down to the AI now. If she's smart, she's not gonna fall for this. But if we place the carrot and dangle it... If we put the carrot on the stick and dangle it in front of her face, will she resist? Is Mai clever enough to resist? He is. Oh my god. Sad, but what can you... Oh my god, sorry. I disabled the frame limiter. Not good. Okay, so this is not a good maneuver for us. Can this thing destroy us? Yes. Quite reliably, even. I'm not sure what to do. I'm really not quite sure what to do. What if we do differently? What if we put our monster 1 tile back? And now let us think about how much damage can we mitigate. about we do something like this? We put it back here. What do you think? I need to be careful with my save states now. Is the the Shinigami-san. Thank you for joining the stream. Thank you for contributing to the chat. I'm glad you're here, and I hope you have fun watching this challenge. We're already almost at the end of today's stream, sadly, but I will stream more of this challenge next Thursday around the same time, so make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more. Yes, the challenge is Gate Guardian only. We had one copy of Gate Guardian, level 1, fresh 0 XP on a fresh save file, which was quite a process of achieving, but we did it. And except for the first fight, which we could not pick Gate Guardian for because the MP requirements was too low, everything else we did just with Gate Guardian solo, and so far we've been very successful. However, we are kind of hitting a problematic situation, to say the least. No, we can't do it like this, sadly. This will not work out at all. What could we do? What could we do? Maybe if we move back in general. She can move 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles. She could get an attack off, but only one. And the other ones would be chasing the symbol. How about we just try this? I don't know. Just a feeling I got. And we could prevent her from attacking because we could put the symbol in the way. Let's just try something like this. I don't know. Okay. One attack on the symbol. This harpy is dead. Sure. Okay, they all move to that side. This is insane how I love Capsule Monsters. The game is a childhood favorite of mine, and I still replay it regularly. I've really enjoyed your videos on it. Thank you so much. And I appreciate it immensely that you watched the 2 videos I did on Capsule Monster Coliseum. I don't know if you follow community posts on YouTube, I know they're weird, but I already did a Exodia challenge on this game. I'm not going to spoil how exactly I designed the rules, and I'm not going to spoil how successful I was in them or not, but the Exodia video is coming probably in a couple or like weeks or a month or something. There's so much footage to still edit, but I already completed everything, and I recorded all of the footage. I already recorded all of the scripts and all of that, so it's just a matter of time. So I hope you will like that one as well whenever it drops. And I have tons more challenge ideas for this game. It's just a matter of time and finding the time to do them, record them, and then put them into videos. So I figured, why not stream some of them and have a blast playing them live with you guys who are hopefully equally as passionate about this game as I am. I love this game. I played it so much when I was younger. I'll play with my camera there. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Okay, just quickly, I have to focus on the game. What are we going to do here? Save, slot 9, save. Is this smart? I think it is. How can we prevent most attacks from happening here? 1, 2, 3, 4. We can then move here, attack the Azat's head dragon. I think this is the best choice of events. Okay. So I think we can do this. We almost got her. It's just a matter of finding the right few turns now. Pull this off. Of course, we're targeting the wind monsters first. Can she attack us here? No, she cannot. Slot 1. We're just gonna take slot 1 now. Screw it. We cannot move the symbol. Is this bad? No, because she can only attack with one of them. So it's really not a problem. And our symbol will live. It could even survive one more attack. Maybe not from the harpy, but that's okay. We're gonna get rid of the harpy, and then it's all good. So now, there's slot 2. Harpy one-shot. It's so important that we can one-shot these now. It's crazy. Also, Shinigami-san and Orso Marquise, of course, or any other of you who are watching currently, if you have any cool ideas for challenge runs for this game, make sure to drop them in the chat or in the comments of one of my videos. You can also write me a message on my mail account or whatever. Wherever you want to contact me, If you have cool ideas, make sure to give them to me. Jesus, I'm sorry. It's been a long day already. So far, what I have in mind is this run, another run with just one single monster, one that is weaker than Gate Guardian. I have to figure out which one I'm going to pick for that. I have a run already in the works that I already started playing that has to do with the moths in the game and their evolutions, but I don't want to spoil exactly how I designed this challenge, so make sure to stay tuned for that. But this will probably take a bit until I finish that one, because it's quite a nail-biter, I think. And also I was thinking about doing a challenge run with using the wrong attribute monsters, for example, picking a light attribute and using darkness monsters, so playing with the heavy disadvantage of the effect strength of the symbol. I think that could be really crazy, because it goes against everything I know about how to play this game efficiently, but I think it could be fun. So again, if you have any other ideas, make sure to hit me up with them. And guys, we're gonna make it. We are going to make it, and it's so important we have a little bit of AP left now, because we can one-shot this monster and it's perfect. We would not have survived one more turn with this symbol. It's almost broken. Our Gate Guardian would have survived a couple of attacks, but would we really have been able to manipulate the monsters around that? I don't know. It's just perfect. Everything lines up perfectly. We move this thing over here. It's not attackable now, and
I'll show you techniques that you haven't even
I think it's safe to say GG's. We did it. My will fall this turn, and we could go for additional XP, but honestly at this point, maybe let's do it. Let's do it as like a victory lap thing. Because why not? We deserve it. We beat the first 2 stages of this game. This is 40% of the campaign. Can you imagine that? 40% of the campaign in under 4 hours, just using Gate Guardians, even though we had technical difficulties at the beginning and every other nonsense that happened. Yeah, how about character-themed runs? Can you beat this game with Weevil Capsule Monster deck? This is interesting. I had a similar idea in mind of like using only monsters that someone like Joey, for example, had in his anime lineup, like only Time Wizard, Baby Dragon, stuff like that, maybe without a fusion, Flame Swordsman, like these 3 or something like that. Because the 3 different attributes could make for a really, really weird and difficult combo to pull off. So I might look into something like this, but your idea is also very nice. Using the lineups of the characters in this game could be quite interesting, so I'll definitely notate that. How did I not think of that? That's a good idea. Thank you, Marquise. I will definitely write it down. Or any other characters of this game. Yeah, for sure. I think I'd probably pick one character that seems quite difficult, but maybe still feasible, so it's hard to find the sweet spot with these challenge runs, because you want it to be intriguing and difficult and unlikely to succeed, but you want it still to be probably possible. So, like, designing the rules accordingly is not that easy, but I'm having tons of fun doing that, so yeah, so I hope you guys also enjoy this. I hope you guys enjoy the stream, because we're getting near the end of this. I will end the stream after we beat Mai here. Thank you for all of you who tuned in today, even those who already left us. Thank you so much for your support. Remember to leave a like on the stream. Remember to leave likes and comments and subscriptions on my channel and the videos that we already did on the channel. I also have a second channel, Dino Sulic, on YouTube. It's a bit bigger than this one, but not as active, sadly, recently. I review video game soundtracks, OSTs, I make analysis videos of them. So if that's something that you're interested in, make sure to follow me over there as well. And with all of that being said, stage 2 is cleared.
Am I going to
We
lose?
did it. We did it. My falls and 10 opponents out of the way using Gate Guardian only.
Yugi, nerd. One way is to lose it.
We had quite a journey today. We had some rough obstacles to overcome. Some duels. We had Taya, we had... My grandpa wasn't that difficult, but Duke, we had Taya, we had some duels like that seemed like we almost couldn't even beat them like anyway, and then we found a way and sneaked through and then did it. We had duels like Marco and Mai the first time where we struggled, we couldn't beat them, we had to go back and grind the other opponents. Order of opponents matters. Who starts the duel as the first turn matters, as we just saw. Placing your capsules so that diagonal only monsters cannot reach them from the beginning is also important. As we saw in this very duel, it was extremely crucial for me to place it that way so that the last fire juggler, whatever it was called, could not reach us. Oh my god. Damn it. GG, GG. Indeed, Marquise. GG. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Oh my god. I will definitely write down your idea for this challenge, and if some of you are able to tune in next week, same time, Thursday, 8 p.m. Central European time, and according to other time zones, I'll probably write a community post again, just like last time. Thank you all for watching for the millionth time. I really appreciate it. I had a blast streaming this. We will stream this game, more of the other Yu-Gi-Oh! Spin-off games, old Yu-Gi-Oh! Games, more recent Yu-Gi-Oh! Games. I have ideas for Tag Force challenges, even though Beatrice is doing a lot of content on that. I can definitely find some ideas that he will not be able to come up with, so maybe some healthy competition on this game is also nice. We'll play Early Days Collection. I'll eventually also do other games and other franchises on here at some point, but I don't know when that will actually be. And at this point, I do taste a little bit of blood in my back throat, so I need to stop talking. Thanks to all of you guys, and have a nice evening, have a nice rest of the week, and I will see you next time. Bye.